What is the deal, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening with everybody on this glorious Sunday? You are here for another episode of the Syndicate Sunday. Like we always say every Sunday, make sure you are tapping on on the subscribe button on all channels on the Syndicate Network. As you can see, we only got the 2 members, so you getting the Turf and Rundown special today. We're going to have a special in the building a little later. But first of all, shout out to our guy, Leo. He dealing with his fam right now, so prayers up to Leo and his fam.
Absolutely.
Chris handling business, man. But I'm here with my guy Turf.
Yes, sir.
Deal, man? How you feeling on this Sunday?
I'm excited, man. I always look forward to Syndicate Sunday.
Yep.
You already know. We get to talk about all the new undrafted free agents.
Yep.
I really can't wait to get into those guys, and the reality of the expectations of who's really gonna make this team. I don't know if a lot of people comprehend how many people are not going to make this team that probably is expected, right? Or
right.
Oh, wow, I thought, but then when you realize that 53-man roster is real,
start getting thin, man.
Absolutely, it gets mad thin quick.
So it's good to see, as far as undrafted free agents. I mean, some people would say, why would we look at that? But then there's a lot of people, like, for example, big boy last year that we got, right? Dalton Wagner, undrafted free agent. Some people are still looking at him. So maybe there's a couple gems within the pot, right, that you can be able to grab and do something with. But you know how we got to do it every Sunday, man. We start off every show on the Syndicate Network. Like you already know, man. Chat lives matter.
Absolutely. 100%.
So, y'all, like y'all always do, man. Y'all showing up, y'all showing out, man. So always much appreciation for everybody that's in the building. But let's go ahead, Turf, if you can. Let's go ahead and go through some of our comments, some of our guys that's in here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to run down every last one of them from the jump. My 2 cents. Raider Syndicate Sundays.
My guy, what's the deal? What is the deal?
My guy connected. Raiders. It's only one nation.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
I'm tired of people saying that, too, when everybody be like, Dolphins Nation, Steelers.
Right. Salute Nation. Raiders. Salute Leo. Yes, sir. Definitely take care of business as far as Leo.
Facts. Salute to our guy Leo, man.
Absolutely. Terrence Sledge in the building. Salute PTS, Turf, Rundown, Chris, Leo, Raider Nation, and chat. That's dope, man. I like your name. You just spell it wrong. I've been meaning to tell you that for a while, man. It's just T-E-R-E, man. It's no A's, no double R. No, I'm joking with you, bro. Yes, sir. I appreciate you on that too, man. Everybody, please hit that like button.
Please, man. Please. We don't ask for too much.
War Productions in the building. Hey, salute to you, War.
Salute, War. Salute to you.
Yeah, salute Turf and panel. Salute chat, man. Hey, glad you're here, man. Glad you're here.
You guys make it, bro.
Exactly, man. I know that timing is crazy. Chatty 707, hot take off the rip. Guard dog going for 3,500 yards and 25 TDs. I ain't mad at it.
I mean,
ain't mad at it at all. I don't mind.
Nah.
Yeah. Don't give me, as long as somebody's doing it.
What's the interception total, though? That's what you got to tell me. Don't leave that out.
That's what I'm going to be with it. Raider Paul is in the
Raider Paul. What's the deal, man?
Raiders. Yes, sir. Ski Hammers in the building.
What's the deal?
Syndicate. I love it, man. And last but not least, y'all know my guy.
Tony.
Oh, what's cracking, my dude? Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you, man.
Salute to everybody that's in the building, man.
Somebody snuck in here, though. Somebody snuck in here. A Syndicate favorite, bro. Syndicate favorite, man.
Jason.
Hey, Raider Nation, Jason. Salute.
I'm not even gonna lie. I love to put some shit together on the fly, man.
Yes,
Jason,
sir.
If you got time, bro,
yeah,
come in this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, you know what? I absolutely agree. Raider Jason. Hey, Raider Nation Jason. If you can hop up in here,
If you could hop in here, bro,
let us know, because I would love to bring, man. I've been dying to get with you anyways. I think you got with Leo last Saturday, or at least he was participating. But absolutely, bro, hop up on it right now if you got the time.
Please, definitely. But salute to him, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Pop in the comment section. As much as we appreciate y'all even being here, we appreciate y'all tapping in with the conversation as well, man, getting everything together. So definitely tap in at the bottom. Today's show gonna be more of a laid back kind of thing, right? Not too much going on within the Raider Nation.
One quick one. This is my margarita for Cinco de Mayo. This is my margarita, mango margarita, baby.
It is Cinco de Mayo.
In my Raider cup. Absolutely.
We gonna burn it up for the green right here. We're gonna burn the green for it, but at the end of the day, right?
You right, Ray Love. You right, bro. That was bad. Hey. Trying to get with you, no Diddy.
That was crazy, huh? You know what,
what I'm saying?
We gonna we got to put that shit
I
on
deserve
there.
that one big time.
I just slap that on
big time deserve that one.
Yeah. He said shoot the link.
No, I got it. Keep
yes,
on
sir.
rocking. On rocking.
It's more of a chill show today, man. We Q&A type of thing, right? What y'all feeling, what we feeling, whatever the case, man. Talk shit, shoot the shit, talk some ball for real. We do got a topic that we got to talk about, right? Because 100%. Raider Nation, it's a trending topic in the nation. Y'all that been on Twitter, been on social media, y'all pretty much know what we about to talk about. But right, we're gonna go ahead and look at Ray Love, man. Everybody dying to get on this motherfucker. I like it. So really, right, I want to talk about this real quick while we waiting for some guys to pop in, while we waiting for some guests. But this is a very big topic, and I feel like we're probably gonna go a long ass time on this turf. So let's see where it goes. And that is the Josh Jacobs drama, right? I mean, he's not on the team anymore.
Right.
But, if you've been on social media, you've been on anything, he kind of responded back, clapped back to the fans saying, hey, y'all didn't want me here.
Right.
Why would I send y'all a fake ass goodbye if that's not how I feel? Right. That's basically what he's saying. A lot of the fan base, is getting on him. I don't agree with some of the shit that was said. Right. I don't.
Right. I honestly, to my defense, I haven't heard anything. I'm not going to even sit here and lie.
Well, there's been people calling his character, like, just to give you background so you can get, an opinion formulated on it. People coming at his character, people talking about that hit and run accident where he had something on his forehead, calling him a fake gangbanger and all this other stuff, things of that nature. Say he never really liked Raider Nation to begin with. He was only chasing the bag. These are the things that they're saying. Right, so I don't agree with some of that attack. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, he's not on the team anymore. But it's crazy that this is why I wish Leo and Chris was on here. But we said it right when he did not post a goodbye. You and I said this when he did not post a goodbye. That's all we needed to know. That's it, right? And it's not like we're obligated
at all.
We're not obligated to say goodbye, but a dude like Hunter, he got released and all that shit. He posted whatever. Your boy didn't do anything. So like we said, we're not entitled to that, but at the end of the day, we understand, right? You don't post that, you pretty much know the feelings. So what are your feelings on all this drama? Everybody coming to him for not saying a goodbye, all that.
I mean, I honestly think they're just poking the bear, but I don't know how much the bear has left.
Right.
I got shorts out there. It's no coinkydink or turf ain't running from it. I think Jacob's good years are definitely by him. He's out there. They're going to try to preserve him in that ridiculous weather. It's not going to work. They got an out and they drafted a running back. I mean, I think you can see the writing on the wall. I think he sees the writing on the wall. That's why he's irritated and he's making these barbs back and forth with guys that make no sense. I mean, we can all say what we would do if we were in so and so shoes, etc. But I mean, real talk. Look, I'll tell y'all straight up. I know there's people that don't like what I have to say, whatever. I honestly really don't care, man. I'm of age enough to know and understand that I don't have no time for the foolishness of the circus. So you know, for him to waste his time even, you know, giving it a word, let alone a two.
Yeah.
You know, to me, that honestly means that it bothers him. You know what I mean? That's the truth. I mean, man, there's a lot of it bothers him. You know what I'm saying? That's just I can tell you. It bothers him that he's no longer with the Raiders.
Here. Yeah, that he's not here.
It bothers him that it got out that he basically got the same deal he would have got if he would have just signed the goddamn franchise tag, right? And then after not doing that and having the year he had, you don't have that option to do that again this year, which you would have gladly and should have gladly taken because they're not paying running backs, man.
And
so
we talk about it like this, right? Even to this degree.
I'd go on and on about that, yo.
I'm glad it's you and I right here. I'm glad it's you and I. We've had the similar thoughts on this, right? Because when he sat there and said, y'all didn't want me anyway, right? Lies, right? I call bullshit when I see bullshit. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and say, I didn't want him because I did. But at the right price, though. And I'd say that to his face, bro. Like, because we're going to get to the point where we're going to have players on here. We're going to have to stand 10 toes. That's why I always say, stand 10 toes on what you say, bro, because you don't know who watching. At the end of the day, yeah, we wanted him here, but for the right price. Right. And at the same time, some of us, I was going off the fact that you said if AP was hired, if so-and-so dominoes fell into place, you would be willing to take the pay cut. That's what you said. Nobody else said that, right? Nobody else said it. He said that. So going off that, cool. If it don't work, understand it's not to the point, oh, fuck you, Josh. We don't want you here. That's not what we're saying. We're saying as a team, we understand, bro, like number one, we cannot pay him this money as a team. We can't do it. It's too much money for that position. And number two, positional value, right? So we're like, all right, cool. You know, no shade on our end, but where I disagree with Raider Nation is more along the fact, like, don't be calling the man character out of question, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's not here, whatever. It played out the way it played out. Right.
100%.
You know, but we so passionate, you know, we think it's fam, but at the end of the day, bro, like the dude is not here. We as a team too decided not to give him that money. So portions on the team as well.
And rightfully so, though, to be honest, bro. I mean, how long are we gonna keep talking? Wait till everybody see what goes down this year. You're not missing a beat when it comes to the running backs that we currently have. It's just facts.
It's the same thing.
Absolute facts. I don't know any other way to tell people that, you know, it's just not that type of a position anymore. It doesn't. You can get the same production from a bunch of dudes, man, that's less than half the cost of these guys that give you 2-3 years and they broken, because you just can't take 300 touches in the league anymore every year and just hold up.
Nah,
don't matter.
Like, I mean, but and people get on me when I say this, right? But it's true. He's only had one full healthy season, right? One full healthy season. So that's where we go out right there, and it gets tough, right? When we start talking about things like that. And before we get to y'all comments, right? I'm gonna let my man go ahead and get ready. But at the end of the day, I still think, you know, let's see what my 2 cents says. He said Jacobs took his ball and bounced. No hard feelings, but give a rip what he says or does. True. Right. And before we go any further, right? Let me bring one of the guys on stage, man. Favorite, my guy, Jason. What's happening, man?
Raider Nation, Jason. Yes, sir.
What up? What's up,
man? What's the deal with you, dog?
Oh, man, enjoying this Sunday, man. How about the fellas? How we doing?
Can't complain, bro.
Can't complain, man. Shit, you know we had to bring you on. You know,
absolutely.
Definitely. When we ain't got no other TRS members, we got to bring on the honorary squad, man. Guaranteed.
Man, always a pleasure, man. I appreciate the invite.
Man, for sure. So look, bro, you know, I want to get some of your take on this as well. I know you be around the social media thing as well, so you probably know what's going down with Josh. You know what I mean, and all the drama that's been coming his way. But you know, what's your 2 cents on that?
I mean, honestly, not too worried. Like, you know what I mean? Josh was chirping while he was with us, you know what I'm saying? So like,
actually,
I don't know. I'm more focused on Derek Carr when we meet him this year, you know what I mean?
Right.
We'll get to Josh when we get to Josh, but you know, not too worried about it. You know, I mean, I get both sides of it. Like, he wanted his money. We were in a situation where we pretty much were trying to get the bulk for what we could. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like,
Right.
I like the way it turned out. You know, really on both sides won. We won, and he won too. So, you know, it's pretty even kill.
Yes, sir.
Right. And shout out to Real Talk Raider Nation, man. He says, you know, would you refuse a big raise? Nah, you gotta do what's best for you.
Absolutely not.
Nah, you gotta do what's best for you.
Nobody's and yeah, I don't know if I hope nobody took that as what I said, that I'm like mad or like he did. No, I'm just saying he messed up. Like, he knows he wanted to stay here. I have no ill will or no, you know what I'm saying? I'm totally fine with what he's done for himself. Like, yeah, get the bag, all that. I'm just saying I know he's not happy with what went on, and that's why he's chirping back. That's just a very honest, objective perspective. It is no hate, no.
Right. Now, look, I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this, because we talked about this in our group chat, and Jason, you get, you know, let me know how you feel, right? Yeah. So, you know, one of our guys said, you know, sometimes it's the age or whatever. But I said, hey, Jacobs is a year older than me, or whatever the case. We damn near the same age, bro. And even me, I do not be feeling that social media shit he always did, bro. I never felt that. Even when he was with us, he always did that same little, I'm gonna post the Drake shit. I'm gonna post the cryptic ass social media post here and all that. Like, bro, leave the shit alone. He shouldn't even be responding to shit. That's the whole thing, bro. The fact you even responding to Raider people and you on Green Bay, let me know you still got some animosity in your shit. You do. He does. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and like Turk said, he probably still want to be in this motherfucker. He feels slighted,
100%.
disrespected.
He didn't want to
be.
He played chicken and got popped. That's exact, ladies. Right. I'm telling y'all, that's exactly what happened, ladies and gentlemen. His ass played chicken and got popped. Got hit with the okie doke, thought he's about to get a deal, basically got the same thing, maybe a mil or two less. I don't even know how the taxes are when it comes to Green Bay. He better pray it's the same as Nevada, because if it's not, he's getting eaten from that respect. Look, again, I'm just telling y'all facts. This has nothing to do with any kind of hate or nothing, but I can assure you there's a reason why this man is chirping back. I'm sorry to keep jumping on that, but I just have to say it, because there's so many obvious reasons as to why he's irritated. Like, yeah, it's easy to see. It's easy to see from my perspective. No hate. I'm sorry, no hate. Yeah, what do you think, Raider Nation? Jason, what do you think, bro? Real talk.
Man, it reminds me of Kevin Durant, you know what I mean? Like, in him getting into it with fans, and like, you know, because it's like at the end of the day, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can dictate your life but you. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. We're not gonna agree with, you know what I'm saying, but I mean, if I'm gonna pay attention to every negative comment that somebody has, man, it's taken away from my craft. You know what I mean? It's taken away from my time to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Like, I know I myself, and probably you both too. You guys ain't got time to be arguing with nobody when you know where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking to a stranger about your life. Like, you can't do that. You know
my situation, my pockets. You feel what I'm saying? You like that, and that's where I come from. You know what I mean? It's like, I understand. Cool to social media. You can say all that. It's a different era, different age. We the same age, bro. I'm not gonna argue about my pockets to somebody that don't know me. Don't make no sense, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, childish. That's energy wasted. And like, at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna get off that whatever app I'm arguing on, be mad, and still have to do whatever the fuck I got to do after that. Like, it doesn't make no sense to me.
Chilly in the building.
And shout out to hey, Shaq, but facts, man. Look at that. Look, they not like us, bro. They not like us indeed. Damn. And by the way, if anybody need to know what side I'm on, it's West all day, bro. Don't start with that.
K-Dot already won.
Man, bro.
Listen to y'all. Is this what I'm stuck in right now?
Hey,
don't get me wrong. See, don't get me wrong, because this is the beautiful thing about being the East Coast hip hop kid, because Drake ain't from nowhere. We claim, so we don't gotta worry about what side is what. But I'm gonna keep it real though. I mean, I know a lot of guys I respect that think Drake will win it. I'm just keeping it a buck.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Look, and a rundown. Rundown. You know, I sent you when I first heard. You know what I sent? I was like, yo, he's murdered him. Like I thought Kendrick murdered him, and I'm just letting y'all know. I know some guys I really respect in the game that's just like basic. Knew it, figured that out before. Already saw it coming. The people did that already. Next, I'm just telling y'all how cats is really feeling. That's deep in that game. I'm born and raised. Bro, I'm a 75 baby. You're not going to find many heads that seen this from the rip, from the jump. Just telling you. And
what he say? Certified liver boy, certified.
I'm an hour away from Harlem. I'm an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Harlem. Like, yeah, you're not going to tell me what I don't have any knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, but real talk. Look, I thought Kendrick. The body blows hurt. I don't know how he got up. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Let's say that because I'm gonna get into
we got into it.
I'm already on that. But right, you're keeping it Raider style because my guy Jason in the building, right?
I love it, man. I love it, bro. We so happy you were able to top on like this.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You add a whole new element to the show. Now what I want to know, right? Because I ain't really hollered at you about this draft, right? As far as draft. What's your favorite pick and what's your least favorite pick? Where you at with it?
Oh, I'm going to say I'm going to really go Brock Bowers because, I mean, it could have went anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad we added something that is another toy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because remember, I was talking wide receiver, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a wide receiver too. And I wanted DB. You know what I mean? You guys know I wanted DB, but, Raiders, we gonna Raider, you know what I mean? So we went a different route, but it kind of filled my, desire for another weapon because I was thinking like another speed receiver or something like that. But this gives us another dude like that can break out into the slot. He can really make some moves. And with Mayer, now that we see that Mayer is healthy, he's running around doing all the, the stuff we need him to do. It just looks good. You know what I'm saying? Like it evens out this offense. So that's why I like that pick. I also like the Eckenberg pick too as well because I feel like that's something we've been needing for a while to kind of, we've got by with the linebackers that we have, but you know what I'm saying, it was good to add to that and see it's kind of going to put that pressure on like the Bernays and you know what I'm saying, even the Masterson, or really, I mean, honestly, I think it puts more pressure on Diablo, and I think why we kind of.
There it is, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's what
we picked him, so kind of, really, that's pretty high. You know what I mean? But we got somebody that I think was on a lot of people's list for, if worst case, if we had to get a linebacker, we definitely got a good one. So,
for sure.
The Trey Tucker pick, I don't know why, but because, to be honest, I had never heard of him before, he got drafted. But I don't know. There's something feels good about this, about this kid. Like, I don't know. I just got a feeling. So, definitely looking out. The Delmar Glaze kind of surprised me because there was so much good meat on that at that pick. I think third and fourth round.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give. Hey, you my dog, but I'm going to give you one of those. The rock on that right there. That was crazy. Yeah. That shit was wild.
That was good.
Yeah. So and I like the DBs that we got. I think both of them are going to be cool. Like MJ, I never really heard of before. I didn't know really too much about him,
Devin Shaw.
But I definitely like what I've learned so far. So I think this draft was pretty damn good. Like I really did enjoy because I feel the Delmar Glaze pick only for me. I understand the need. You know what I'm saying? We needed a tackle, and the way everything was going, it was pretty much like he was kind of our last shot at somebody that had the long arms that could, you know what I'm saying? They can really be a true tackle.
Yeah,
but there was people on the board. I was gonna take a snapshot too of both of those at both of those moments in the third round when we picked and fourth round to see who was on the board. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. But for the most part, I'm definitely happy with what we did. I give us a B+ for what we did. You know what I mean?
I like that.
I like that too. I think that's what I gave, right? I gave the same exact.
Yeah, I think everybody gave it. I think I gave it B too. Not gonna lie, I think I gave it B+. And the only reason I couldn't go up to an A was just because of the fit for Bowers. One, right? Like not even fit, but just like the need. We didn't need it. So it was like, all right, you know what I mean? And then some of the reaches within the third and fourth round, I believe. That's where it kind of brought it down to me.
Yeah.
See, this is where I start to drink the Kool-Aid, man. And I'm not gonna lie, real talk. I could
I like you in many
ways, no matter what. But look, I straight up dropped a short on it. But look, ladies and gentlemen, real talk. This dude can play fullback, running back, slot.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, tight end block, tight end wide receiver. There is no way to really be able to key when we're in quote unquote base if he's actually that third / receiver, if you will. It's impossible to understand, and there's no way you're going to be able to prepare for it. And that's just the facts about football, and that's why Hernandez and Gronk did so well. It's impossible to understand. It's just not possible. Like,
but this dude is even more different. I believe
it's very much so more different. He's got more speed, he's got more size, and he's got more athleticism.
Yeah, this motherfucker. I mean, he can truly play damn near every outside position if you need him to.
Play it all,
especially with that fullback, with that half. Like halfback role, he can kind of do that. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna be a Swiss Army knife that's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean?
Do it. What do you do? That's what I'm just. Tell me, what do you do as a defensive player? Coordinator. What do you do with that?
So let me ask you this, Jason, because I know you wanted a DB, right?
Yeah.
But my thing, off of the DBs we got, me personally, I kind of like the 7th round dude a little bit more than the 4th round dude. But in your opinions, how you feel about them both, and which one you kind of like a little bit better?
Now, DeCamerion, like I like his grittiness. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched him after the combine, but MJ, like I really honestly didn't know about him until after we pretty much drafted him. So I had to kind of dig into it, but. I don't know. I kind of like the 7th round pick a little bit more too. Like I like the size of DeCamerion, but
right.
I like the I don't know. I just like that. Well, we play a lot of men. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I like that.
Absolutely. That,
you know what I mean? That handsy kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like get some hands on you. In the beginning, because it's all about knocking that timing off that route. So getting physical is easy when it's at the beginning. Than being physical down the field, when the ball's in the air. Like I'd rather you get hands on them real quick. But I think we should be good. Like it all really depends on Bennett. Because if Bennett steps up, because I mean, of course we're hoping that he takes this step forward. But I think we got 2 good DBs that could come in here, because there is that spot that Amik had. Yeah. And then there's that spot on the other side of Jack. So we definitely need 2. So it depends on what to do.
Raider Nation, Jason, you are on the spot, my dude. You right here. Before we go any further, what is your honest, true thoughts on Jacorian Bennett? Do you think he's going to be able to do it? Do you think I need to know in your heart of hearts, like if you at the casino. You on roulette, you got to bet red or black. You on blackjack, you got to take a hit or stand. I need to know, is it, that dude going to be good, he going to be all right, or I don't know. What's your thoughts, man?
And before you answer, you be here Sunday, so you know the importance of this question. This shit right here is a syndicate divider right here.
This is a big one.
But go ahead. I definitely want to hear this answer.
It's a big one.
So we got 2, I kind of compare it to the AOC thing, right? But I have more faith in AOC his second year than I do Bennett his second year.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? But I have faith that Bennett can be that a Meek spot. I feel like he can fill that spot. So it's really, like I said, it's dependent on him being able to at least get that spot.
So you think his ceiling is that? You think his ceiling is that spot, but not the dude?
I mean, I hope he has the speed, but like a lot of people are saying, like that he doesn't really have the, I guess he has the speed and talent, the physical, but it's like he doesn't see the game, he doesn't see the plays with that vision. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna be like Jack Jones and like be able to.
You know why? I see. Now I'm projecting. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to project. All I gotta say is I have my valid reasons. My guys know. I preach it. I've said it out loud. I've been forced to say it out loud. I'm not going to keep bashing this young man because I want him to prove me wrong 100%.
Yeah, right.
And get it popping because at 4.3 speed, we got another guy coming in. I mean, at some point, man, these guys should be able to figure it out, particularly what's in front of them. That's helping. So, yeah, I'm pulling for him, man, but I'm not going to lie. I just don't see it.
Yeah, like I don't have it's not that I have a bad feeling about him. It's just I don't, he doesn't move the needle for me. Like I feel until he kind of shows us something, because like the only memory we have of him is getting ate up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yanked immediately, effectively. Like, yo, you can't be out there. Even AOC didn't get yanked. I mean, he actually won us games at the end.
Turf, that's
crazy. Don't start that, Turf. That's a lie. AOC has won us 0 games.
Well, you know what I mean by won us games. See, and that's what I'm saying. He won us games by not turning the ball over as a rookie. Most rookies turn the ball over, bro. He was like, yo, look, I'm going to suck. I'm going to throw 60 yards in this game, but I didn't throw a turnover. I didn't create a turnover, and I'm not the reason we lost. And if you can't respect that, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is you're thinking.
No, I respect that.
I don't know how you
I respect that, but you know what I mean. We all know what I mean.
I know, but that game to me was such progression, such a genius mind of understanding. I am out of my league. I'm just not messing this up. I don't care what people think. You know what I mean? It was just such a display of just cold as ice, like, yo, and the people, we aren't seeing it as a fan base as a whole. I see it. I know a lot of guys that's seeing it. But this kid is just producing cold as ice veins mentalities. And
wait, before we talk about Aiden, let's stay on Jacorian in the corners.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
So I as far as what Jason said, I agree, right? The Amik role is where I think he's going to be slotted, because that's why I think they got rid of Amik, because they gonna let Jacorian do that. But as the roster sits right now, that shit ain't good enough. It's not, because we need another guy at the opposite of Jacorian, and Amik ain't good enough on that other side. That's why he's not here. Like, that's just the whole fucking shit. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, but and I fucked with Amik, but Jacorian has to produce at a different level, and this is what I keep stressing. This is probably what Turf and I continue to stress. Like, he has to produce at a different type of level, because as the roster sits right now, whatever we're like that 6-man Amik role, that shit ain't good enough. It's not gonna work.
Not at all.
So before we continue, I want to get we got another special guest here. You know who I got to bring to the stage.
What up, fellas?
Man, salute. Man. How we doing?
What up, big bro?
Tell it. How y'all doing, man?
We doing well, bro.
Feeling good. We over here talking about the cornerback situations from the draft and Jacorian Bennett. I was saying, because Raider Nation Jason right here said that Jacorian Bennett being the Amik Robertson role, that's where he can see him, right? And I agree with that. But I'm just saying, as the roster sits right now, it's not good enough, right? He needs to do more, just because we need another guy opposite of Jack Jones. You know what I mean? And I think that as it sits right now, I would say he's the guy, unless you want to put one of the rookies there, and that's we starting all over again.
Yeah. Hey, first off, I want to say what's up, Jason. Nice to meet you, brother.
You too, likewise. Good to see you.
Yeah. No doubt. What's up, Turf? How you feeling, pimp?
You already know, big bro. I'm chilling, man. I'm glad you was able to make it with us today, man.
Yeah. No doubt.
Hear what you got to say, dog. I'm
yeah.
Real
appreciate it.
Yes.
Shout out to Chris.
My guy, Chris. Protect the shield in the building. Salute to Ja'Cory and Bennett.
Well, the Ja'Cory and Bennett thing, it's interesting to me because I think the last time I was on, we talked about it. That was one of the combos. And honestly, like I said the last time, from my perspective, I'm anxious to see what the kid does, in his second year. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard for cornerbacks, except for some of the exceptional ones, just to kind of walk in and really be that impact guy like that. You know what I mean? Especially a 4th round pick. But he showed some things. He started at the beginning of the year, so he must have showed something. You know what I mean? I just think he regressed a little bit. He got knocked around a little bit, some injuries as well. You know what I'm saying? But the kid's got hella athletic potential. We know that. He's a 4'3" kid. You know what I mean? He got some dog in him, and they seem to like kids for the Maryland program. You know what I mean? So I'm anxious to see what he does. I'm gonna definitely give him this year. I think he still might be able to compete for a starter position. He might surprise everybody.
Maybe so. And I think what I've seen, and because you gotta pay attention to the social media a lot. I've seen Ja'Cory and Bennett with Jack Jones a lot. You know what I mean? Like I've seen them training together. I've seen them even when they do like stuff outside the facility. He's with him like at the same time. So it's like, okay, we gonna get your confidence back up. That's what we gonna do. So I mean, if he can be that guy, perfect.
Word. Yeah, like I said, buddy, he started a few games last year. You know what I mean? I thought he had some bad calls against him as well. I remember a couple of games. I'm like, damn, they actually called, a pass interference or a holding. So, that'll shake a kid's confidence, especially a corner. You know what I mean? In the NFL, you know what I mean? I'm sure the game was moving 100 miles an hour for him. So, young kid, man. I love potential. I love promise. So I'm always gonna give these guys a couple years grace, kind of like we had to do with Trayvon Merritt. You know what I mean? Until he assimilated himself into Patrick Grant's system and got familiar with it, because like they say, it's kind of a thinking man system, and it's kind of hard on DBs.
Right, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's what and I've given my opinion as to why that's a problem for him, because I don't think he's got the ability. I'm just keeping it a buck. Bro, if you look at his past, his history, I mean, it makes sense. And some guys are phenomenal, and you can find ways to just throw them in there and use them, but it's what y'all already said. It's the instincts. When they got the instincts, that's when it don't matter. But he don't have that. See, that's the problem. And then when you don't have the instincts and can't get in the game, you know what I'm saying? From the educational side, it is a wrap. Like it's just not
well, if I'm not mistaken, like when he was at Maryland, I know he got targeted a lot. He got targeted a lot more than Deontay Banks did, because they were trying to stay away from Banks.
4.3 speed in college, big bro. 4.3 speed in college, where those guys are nowhere close to what you're dealing with in the NFL. That's just really what it boils down to.
Yeah, so it's definitely.
He can take a loss. He can take a step. You know what I'm saying? A loss in college and recover. He can't do that in NFL, even if the dude is like 3 times. Think about it. Devontae Adams is like honestly one of the slower wide receivers in the NFL. But it's so ridiculous, it don't matter what speed you run as a defender. You see where I'm trying to get at? And that's where he's already at a loss. It don't even matter, you know what I'm saying, with his speed, because he already lost up there, and that speed is, you can't recover in the NFL.
So based off what I'm seeing, I mean, the gauge of the room is like, okay, we like him, but we need we're not so sure that he can take that leap that we need him to take. You know what I mean? Because we, as a number 2 corner, like that like to make the playoffs. Nonetheless, he has to play at a certain level. You know what I mean? We all know what that level looks like. But at the end of the day, if he's not the guy, who else? I want to start with Jason, right? Like, who else would you be looking at? Are you outsourcing? Yeah. Are you trading? Like, what are you doing for that cornerback position?
Yeah, I really, right now I don't see that second guy, the number 2 guy on our roster, and I hope that since we got all this money coming, you know what I'm saying, we can add to that room. Like, I know we've been talking about Xavier Howard, we've been talking about Stephon Gilmore, and I'm okay with somebody like that if the price is, if the price is right. And I think I have a feeling that it's already in the mix. That's why it's taking so long for these DBs to get signed. They're waiting for this money to drop. So, and I think there could be an agreement already, in the works. I'm hoping because if we see the same gap, I'm pretty sure they see it too. So I would be good with a vet on that other side until either Devonshire or DeCamerion or Bennett steps up, until one of them steps up, and then hopefully we get that vet, and then it won't put the pressure on the rookies. They can sit back, they can, get better, and they'll be ready for next year. And then we'll have our, hopefully starting DBs of our own.
I just thought about something as well, fellas. What do they do with Brandon Facing? I've been kind of hearing his name. For some reason, I've been kind of hearing his name mentioned a lot. Like, they're still kind of high on him.
I thought he was gone though. Didn't he get like a DUI not too long ago?
No, he's still there
on the team. But let's all be honest here. All right. Facing is Swiss cheese. All right, he's Swiss cheese. I love the Raiders, bro, but I keep it real. Even if we get players or whatever, I want to keep it a bean, bro. He wouldn't strike no fear into my heart if I'm game planning. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, shit, bro, who? You know what I mean? I'm like, shit.
He's not
right? Like, so I think we gotta find a guy. Like, personally, and I said this with Turf on Thursday. I think we have to find a veteran one because our cornerback room is young as hell. It's young as hell. Now you just added like 2 rookies in there, and now it's even younger. Gotta add some veteran leadership to me. And at the same time, with this D-line, and we know what we could have, I want a guy who has proven instincts. Because there's going to be a lot of batted balls. There's going to be a lot of errant passes. I want a guy like Xavier Howard who know how to take the ball away. That's just me.
That's my first choice too.
Yeah.
You said that's the first choice?
Yeah. Xavier Howard will be my first choice, without a doubt. You know what I mean? Stephon Gilmore, he'd be cool too. He's 34. I kind of like feels like Xavier Howard might fit what we do a little bit, style of play. You know what I mean? Adoree Jackson is still out there. I know he gets banged up, but he can offer. He'll offer you something as well. But I think we all agree that Xavier Howard is the number 1 guy we like to see them bring in.
Now, another name that I've heard is Steven Nelson, and he played with the Texans last year. So another name that I think could work, and you can get for the cheap. You know what I mean? But I think, one of those names, like, I mean, I can see Gilmore, but at the same time, the last picture I saw of Gilmore wasn't good because in that playoff game,
Green Bay.
Yeah, it was not good against Green Bay. So I don't know what was going on there, but we'll see that from that perspective. But I mean, from after that, what other free agents does the team really need to sign? I mean, I look around. What other holes you think we got, Jason? What is in your perspective?
I think finally we're good at linebacker for a change. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll be good with what we got. D-line, we know we good there. Safety, I think we good. You know what I'm saying? We got, I think, I was saying, yesterday, I think Chris Smith is on that bubble of about to get pushed. I agree. I think we shored up our safety room. So, like, when you think about it, like, DB is the only kind of place I feel like we can just add that vet and we can move forward. Like, and offense, if you think about it, we pretty even. Like, I know we didn't do what we wanted to with the tackle spot, but I feel like, I don't know, like, I'm a Mumford guy. You know what I mean? I think Mumford is going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, you already know that's.
Yes.
He said that.
That's Panama all day right there. All day.
And I know we're looking at this is what I wanted to say. So I know we were looking at our first 3 picks being a starter, right? But if we look at that third pick as being just a valuable depth piece to Mumford,
Right.
That's as good as a starter. You know what I'm saying? So
swing tackle. I see what you're saying.
Exactly. So like if you think about it, like if Mumford can hold up, and just in case an injury happens, we're not going to fall off at that position. Like by the time, hopefully that if hopefully it doesn't happen, but we'll have somebody that can come in there and we won't miss a beat.
Right. I agree 100%.
I didn't get to I didn't get a chance. I came in late, but I didn't get a chance to really kind of talk on the just the picks real quick. But just a couple picks that I want to say I'm really intrigued by. First of all, a lot of people were down on that the Glaze pick. I actually kind of went back and watched him and watched a few breakdowns, and this dude has some ability. This guy has some ability. To me, this guy has starter's ability. You know what I mean? I know some things he's got to work on. They say, he can improve a little bit in his run blocking and all that stuff. But to me, that guy, like when he put his hands on people, they didn't move. I'm like he didn't move. You know what I mean? In pass protection. And I thought I saw some things, and I always like pedigree. They're playing in the Big Ten, so you're going against some of the best defensive ends, defensive tackles in the country. And Buddy, if you look at his pass block rate it was better than Joe Alt's, they said.
Yep.
So, he won more than Joe Alt did. So I think this is a sneaky good pick here. And I'm a Mumford guy too. But what you got to realize is that, guess what, fellas? It don't have to be this year for Glaze or whatever. We got Colton Miller, but pretty soon Colton Miller's going to have to, we're going to have to re-sign him, or he's going to have to move on, or, So I think we already might have something that was a draft for future as well. You know what I mean? Because if you can book in him and maybe Thayer one day, you already win it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm intrigued by that Glaze pick. And of course, Jackson Powers, instant starter, fire hydrant with legs, dude gonna come in there and he's one of the more exciting picks to me, just because he fits so well. He's like a AP robot. You can already tell he's gonna be exactly what AP wants. He's gonna bring exactly the type of physicality that AP's been talking about to that whole offensive line. I think that's gonna be one of the biggest picks when we look back, is getting Jackson Powers Johnson. I think that's gonna really solidify our offensive line. So I'm excited for those picks, man, and of course all the other. I think I agree with y'all. B+. A-, B+ for me, because if you get a Brock Bowers, that is a weapon. Just like my man Jason said, bro, we just added a weapon. You know what I mean? And like you said, Turf, you can put this boy all over the field. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Kid 21 years old. You know what I mean? So, we got a lot of molding, a lot of grooming to do, but I'm sure everybody in Raider Nation have already watched this tape. If y'all hadn't watched Georgia games, the guy's acceleration is incredible. Like, I mean, I look at this dude and I'm like, dude, we got that. How can anybody be upset with us getting something like that? You know what I mean? We don't make them kind of picks. Like those aren't the kind of guys we usually snatch up.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So for us to get him, bro, we all gonna be thinking Telesco this year.
Definitely. And honestly, I mean, that I think you just got to go with best player available at the time. That's just basically where we were at that point. So I mean, I want to piggyback off something that Jason said though about the safety position, because the safety position, that's gonna be a real competitive room.
Gonna be treacherous.
You know what I mean? Like one of them dudes that we're starting or that's gonna start this year, as far as Epps or Merrick, one of them dudes ain't gonna be here next year. That's how it's going.
Exactly.
That's how competitive I think it's going to be. We're to the point, I do like that Taylor. I do like him. I do not know how he went in the 7th round. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm not going to sit here and say like he should have been a first rounder, second rounder, but he should have went way higher than that 7th round. I think he should have went in that 5th round or something like that.
Hey, real quick for the fans, man, for the chat, y'all let us know how y'all feel about Murray. Y'all love him, hate him, like what is the feeling in the room, if you will, on him? Because the bottom line is he is going to want a bag. Do you want to pay him? Do you not? Trayvon Mark.
Oh,
He's gonna want it back. Merrick, yeah, he's gonna want it back. So how does the chat feel about that? Y'all, thumbs up for a bag, thumbs down, one for a bag, no for a bag. Because again, one thing I want to make sure that people understand is this is an AP pick. I do get things wrong,
Taylor,
but this Taylor is an AP pick, and you want to know where AP met him? In Pop Warner, Pee Wee League. That's where he met him. Hence why when you listen to that commentary and he says, we come full circle. That's what that means. So I don't know if a lot of people are understanding this man is getting a lot of his guys, which is going to make him a dangerous man. There's a reason why he's absolutely getting the hate he's getting. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't care what world you live in, whether it's street, corporate, play. It don't matter. When you got your guys, the confidence level is so through the roof and everybody else comes with it, it's a wrap.
Now, obviously, we need to see it. But
for sure, it's got to come out, to fruition.
When you watch Taylor, the instincts are fucking crazy to me, right? And I really like it. But at the same time, right, think about this. They re-signed Palomal. They had a chance to let him go. They re-signed him, right?
He's another one. He's another one we got to watch out for because I'm trying to figure out how they want to use him. How do they want to use him?
Swiss Army knife. You know what I mean? But Jason, since you brought it up about the safety room, right? Like, who you like in there? Because like I said, I'm real confident in saying like one of them dudes, Epps, Merrick, is not gonna be here next year. And it's whoever not playing the best. What one of them dudes gonna have is not whoever play dip off, that's who's gonna be gone. So how do you feel about that, Jason?
How I see it is probably gonna be Tucker taking Epps' spot when he pretty much gets out of here. I think he's gonna be kind of the oddball out. I like what he's been able to do for us for this 2 years now, or year and some change or whatever. But I think Trey Tucker will be the.
Oh, you mean Taylor?
Excuse me. We got
Taylor.
Yeah, but I think Trey Taylor will take that. I almost said Mike Epps spot. What's his name? Marcus Epps. Yeah, I think he's really going to take that spot. I think I like Palomalo as that third safety, and I think we're probably going to extend Merrick. I think just because it'll be beneficial contract, you know what I mean, like price wise, kind of the home deal. But I could see us, because as you can see in the draft, we went 2 DBs, you know what I'm saying, like, and we picked up the safety, you know what I mean. So I feel like they understand that Epps could probably go somewhere next year, and I know they're going to probably try to keep one of them at least. And I think Merrick is younger. Merrick gives us, I think we can get a lot more out of Merrick. Strong safety is something that Trey Tucker, I think, will fill that spot. And then we got Palomalo as that third spot. I'm not sure who's going to be that fourth safety. I don't know if Chris Smith's going to even be around, but that could be something we could look into. I mean, for this year, we're good, but we definitely are going to need a vet for next year or somebody.
I'm gonna give y'all one nugget, and I know you're going to go, Pops, but my thing, I think Merrick on the clock. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it's Epps. I think it's Merrick. And the only reason I say that is because the defense changed when Epps got in here. When Epps got in here, it was more been here. You feel what I'm saying? We done seen that cool. He was cool. And last year he got better. But you could tell, bro, like the confidence, the attitude, you know what I mean? Even to the degree of communication, right, on the field, got better when Epps got here. You know what I mean? So I think watching what Trey Taylor does, Merrick on the clock, bro. I've been said that. We expected a lot out of a second round safety, bro. He on the clock. So I mean, but how you feel, Pops?
Well, son, I know you never really been a Merrick guy, and I'll be honest.
Like I was so excited. I've just been disappointed.
Because guess what? Merrick was like one of the few dudes that like everybody was like in agreement on when we picked him. Yes. You know what I mean? Because that was a need, so everybody wanted him. And it's taken him a few years, you know what I mean? And last year for me was like my make or break year with him. Like I always say, I give these young players a little grace. But last year was my make or break year with him. And you know, he stepped up. You know, he stepped up slightly. But I tell you, I think AP wants a little bit more physicality out of that position, and I don't think Merrick. I don't think Merrick is that physical.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I agree.
Bro, I'm with you on that.
You know, so he's gonna.
He don't got that that old school Jack Tatum slab.
Yeah, he ain't really coming sticky like that. You know. And I'm like that.
Be something else. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not gonna be that physical,
Rebel, man. Shout out, I got Rebel.
If you're not going to be that physical, then be more of a playmaker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Be more of a playmaker.
That was exactly what I was just about to say.
That's exactly what the problem is, right? And that's
not that menace. You better pick.
If you're not going to come down in a menacing manner, you feel what I'm saying?
You better create.
And I've never, even from the film out of college, never expected him to be that. Never expected him to be that. But you expect more plays on the football. You know what I mean? From him. And to the degree last year, to his respect, he got a little better making plays on the football last year. But I've only just been disappointed because it's coming out. I expected this to take the leaps, right?
This is year 4, right? This is year 4.
This will be year 4.
Is it yours year 4 or 5?
It's 4? Okay.
I think it's 4. So he's been in Graham's system for the last 2 years, right?
Yeah, since
we did see, we saw maturation last year. So okay, let's see what happens now. You know what I mean? Like this should be the year where he might, he should get 5 picks.
He should blow up. He should blow up. You should be comfortable with the defense. You should really know how to rock. There should be no hesitation. There should be no
hesitation.
No, but Trey Taylor coming though. Trey Taylor is coming, dog. Like you can see that on film, bro. Like he's an instinctual player. You know what I mean? Like you already see the leadership. You know, all that stood out just watching highlights. Yeah,
I'm already nicknaming him the General, bro. I'm already nicknaming the General.
I like that.
Trey Taylor, the General.
Yeah, bro. I like that too. So before we continue, man, we coming up on an hour. Crazy, man. I didn't even see that. We
ain't even scratched the surface.
Ain't scratched the surface. But man, make sure you guys hit the like, hit the subscribe button, right? My guy Jason, tell them where they can find you, or post your channel in the comments so they can find you. We'll pin it up, man. So they can find your stuff, man.
Yeah, Raider Nation Jason on YouTube, man. I might not always be right, you know what I'm saying, but definitely love our squad, love our team, and it's coming, man. I know we haven't been able to be excited about what we've been doing lately, but it's coming, man. I feel so good for this team right now because, we filled a lot of the gaps. And then, like you see, we're trying to find weaknesses, you know what I'm saying? But I think the safety room is for right now. I think it's good, but we can always upgrade too. But, Raider Nation Jason, man, on mostly on Saturdays, but catch me on the weekends for sure.
For sure, man. And Pops, we getting Pops started with some of his own stuff pretty soon, man. His own stuff pretty soon.
No doubt.
But as we continue here, man, what we wanted to get into as well, some of that undrafted free agent talk, right? And we, most of the times, a lot of us don't really know, so we gonna research together, right? That's what we like to do. We'll go ahead and research together and see what these dudes is about. First and foremost, see the positions they grabbed, see what these guys are about. Most of these guys might be practice squad guys, but regardless of the fact, you know what I mean, we still want to take a look. So I'm about to share the screen right now.
Yeah,
boom.
I was gonna say you got.
As we look right here.
Up there you go, because I was gonna
pull
up this
the one that everybody was all in flux about was the Carter Bradley #1. Now I will say, right, at the Senior Bowl, Carter Bradley had a pretty good Senior Bowl. I ain't gonna lie, he did. He was slang. He was letting that thing slang. I ain't gonna lie. So I got to get myself on that one.
I can't see nothing, fellas. I got to grab my glasses for this one.
That's a
pause. I got to see that list.
Yeah, I got
that's a pause. Yeah, it's hard to see. It's hard to see, big bro. That's Carter Bradley.
Look, hey, don't trip. I'm just getting old. Damn it, that's all.
We can fix this right now. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you can blow it up. Yep, there you go.
There we go. Boom. No, hold on. Let's get it back. All right, boom. So that's where we at.
Perfect. We good. Yep.
Carter Bradley was the first one that everybody was tripping on, right? So, had a pretty good Senior Bowl. If you really look at his career, that's Gus Bradley's son, by the way. So Coach son. So not a bad pickup, but at the end of the day, do we really, as the quarterbacks, as the quarterbacks, it is what it is, right? I think we pretty much set at the position. I think we're gonna be all right. Clark Barrington, guard at a Baylor, that right there. We can always use the guard help, but at the end of the day, we think that's set. Now tackle at a TCU. I kind of heard about Coker a little bit, but
me too.
We'll see what he can do. I think they're making that tackle spot real competitive at the very least.
Man, hey, I know we got this receiver from Tennessee. I forgot his name. I think we got a receiver from Tennessee. If you watch this kid's highlights, you like, how the hell didn't this kid get drafted?
Yep, he's right. You just passed him from the bottom.
Ramel.
He's on this list. He's on this list, and he is no joke.
Hey, that kid is nice. I'm right. Hey, he was making plays on Terrion Arnold. Like if you watch
Ramel Keaton.
Raider Nation, y'all get a chance, look him up. He was smashing on Terrion Arnold.
Also, as well, I have also seen Jaquan Shepard.
Another Maryland corner.
I've seen him, but Maryland guy as well. But I've seen him a little bit as well. He ain't bad, but looking at that, I mean, a lot of these guys might be practice squad guys, but Chat might know something as well. So Chat could probably tell us something that we don't know about these guys.
I heard something about the Ron Stone kid too, the defensive end from Washington State.
He's supposed to.
I heard he pretty beastie too.
Yeah. I mean, Tadashi thinks Jaquan Shepard has a good chance to make it. He's pretty good. As you do see though, I think that Tennessee guy, I saw a glimpse. But Pops, you said you saw him. You think he
nice.
I know what you're talking about.
He nice. And that Lakedrick Griffin, he's another one. He's another one. Like he's an all-purpose dude, kick returner. You know what I mean? Kind of a utility guy, but he can go too.
Right.
Lie to trick.
Yeah.
So look, I mean, honestly,
lie to trick.
I'm looking the D tackle. I probably don't have a lot of hope for him making the roster. Right. Just
one from Iowa,
North Carolina, right there. I mean, that's you know what I mean. Don't have a lot of hope. Now I see they signed 2 defensive ends. Yeah, I've been saying we need another end, but we'll see.
It's a Baylor, North Carolina. It's a D tackle from Iowa. What the hell? I'm just forgetting everybody's names today, but it's a D tackle from Iowa on there. Noah Shannon. Yeah, he's another one that I've been hearing good things about.
Yeah, Noah Shannon.
I watched his tape.
That's different. That might be one that might be able to do something right there. The guards, I don't, no, not really too much big hope for in the guards right there. I mean,
we got what we need.
Right. I mean, as far as the whole thing, I mean, to me, it's just that's where I think this is more practice squad guys filling up the roster with depth. Preseason, we'll see what they got. But as far as getting in, I don't think a lot of guys from this list will be, on the 53 man when it's all said and done.
Nah, not really.
You guys know it's gonna be another nasty battle on the low. That defensive tackle spot. That defensive tackle spot. That's gonna be blood sport too, y'all. It's a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys on that D line.
We talked about the corner position, right? But we can jump to the defensive tackle because honestly, there's gonna be some guys that's probably not gonna make it. Nesta's on the bubble. Byron Young's on the bubble.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like these are guys that they're gonna have to show something this year. To be honest, I mean, like how much faith do we have in those type of guys? What about you, Turf?
I don't know how much faith I really have because these guys are hungry, man. These kids that they're recruiting, they got to be careful, man. They better come in, camp ready and and prepared to take over their spot, because otherwise these kids want to play for AP. They want to play for the Raiders. They want to play for that legendary team. That's just facts. I'm just letting you know it's time. It's our time.
Yeah.
People want to play for us. It's not they want to play for us. I swear, I think Jaden Daniels had no problem with the sabotaging things that was being said, and I'm all of the Raiders, I'm Gucci. Like, I think he was more than okay with that. So, yeah.
I actually felt like that was him and his agent's last ditch effort
trying
to try to make that shit happen, dog. They tried, you know what I mean? They tried their own little way, you know what I mean? So
it'll probably come out.
Like I said, but you know what? You got to look at it, man. Look at the haul. Look at the haul that we brought in. We didn't get Jaden Daniels, but if we got Jaden Daniels, we wouldn't have Brock Bowers and Jackson Powers. We got 2 starters off the rip. You know what I'm saying, with the first 2 picks. Right. You know what I mean? So I think it's all going to average out. You know what I mean? It's all going to leverage out in the long run. You know what I mean? I think we got 2 guys that could be perennial Pro Bowlers with 1 and 2. You know what I mean? So
I fully agree. I mean, but when you look in, though, I think at this defensive tackle position, though, I think like some of these guys that we talk about, I mean, somebody even talked about Matthew Butler right here, right? Like somebody said something about Matthew Butler. I don't even know
with that one.
Roster, right? I don't even know. Like,
I already gave a grade on him. Don't get me wrong. He's a he's a Super Bowl winner. So I mean, and he's always held his own. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you got to take the good.
Who, Matthew Butler?
Yes. He played with the Patriots, man. He's Patriots for 4 or 5 years before he came to us. Got a chip with him.
You talking about Adam Butler, right?
Oh, my bad. No, you're right.
Yeah, you confusing too. No,
I did. I did.
Tennessee.
It
ain't done nothing.
I did. Nope, I did. I zoned out. You absolutely right, big bro. I zoned out right.
At the end of the day.
Okay, yeah. Well, no, it's all good because I'm like Matthew Butler. I haven't seen. Right. I haven't seen.
Byron Young is another guy that we got. We got. Last year, and we didn't see anything from him last year. Nesta J. Silvera. A lot of people like the one game they saw, but now it's like, all right, now what's next? Didn't even play after that. You know what I mean? Like, what's after that? So now it's like, are those guys gonna make it? Because depth is needed, right? And behind, we can't just have Christian Wilkins out there for every snap. You know what I mean? Like somebody. Now we got Adam Butler. That's good. You know what I mean? And then we got what big boy John Jenkins. We got John Jenkins as well, but we got to have more rotation in there. We got to get more rotation in there.
Well, I think also they brought Butler and Jenkins back because they want the mentorship. They want the mentorship. Because they're gonna. I think Nesta's gonna probably make it. Nesta's got some natural ability. You know what I mean? I think he's one of them guys that just needs to be coached, but he's got a lot of natural ability. You know what I mean? As a defensive tackle, he can move. He's a little bit athletic for his size. So I think bringing those guys back, some of that is just to mentor these younger cats that they have. Like Byron Young, I didn't see enough of Byron Young to have an honest opinion, to be honest with you. So I can't really sit here and say what he's going to do or what he's not going to do.
I agree.
But he didn't flash last year. I can tell you that. He didn't flash last year. He had ample opportunity to do it.
I agree. And so I came away disappointed. I don't have a lot of confidence in what can be done. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we'll see. You know what I mean? What goes on from that. But last but not least, man, we get into our final topics of the night. So salute to everybody that's in here. We appreciate y'all. We coming up on that hour and 30, man. Much love. Raider Nation Jason will be back in just a moment.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just like that, man.
Yeah, just like that. My guy is back in the building.
I mean, but coming off of it, we talking about all the picks and everything. So what's your most anticipated camp battle? Like, honestly, for me, it's got to be that got to be the quarterback, of course, but I think that's too easy, right? That's too easy. We all say quarterback, and of course, I need to get both y'all opinions on that before we leave.
Oh yeah.
But besides that, right now it's corner. I mean, but if we don't sign no veteran, it's corner. So, what's your most anticipated camp battle? Let's start with Pops, man. What's the most anticipated?
Well, you know, like you said, you know, quarterback is, you know, that's already self-explanatory. Honestly, you know, that offensive line, I don't know if it's all settled there at right tackle. You know, like I said, I'm kind of curious to see what goes on at right tackle, even though I like Thayer Munford. You know, I don't know. I think this Glaze kid, you know, he might have a little something. So that's something to watch out for. And then, yeah, the cornerbacks as well, depending on who we bring in. You know what I mean? Because I think we all got Jack Jones penciled at one spot. So basically, if we bring in a Xavier Howard, it's probably done data on that level with the cornerbacks. But yeah, you know, let's look at that right tackle spot, man. For me and them quarterbacks, man, let's see what pops there.
Definitely. And shout out to John for the question. I believe he definitely had some influence. I mean, Patrick Graham was at the Senior Bowl. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he was coaching the Senior Bowl, so I think he got to see some of these players firsthand. You know what I mean? So I'd be curious to see how many players from the Senior Bowl that played in that game are a part of this team. You know what I mean? I know Jackson Powers Johnson is one of them, but as far as defensively, I want to see what else is there. But Jason, how do you feel about most anticipated camp battle?
Oh, like I definitely agree with the DB situation. I think the quarterback, like you were saying, I think the quarterback situation is going to be a raw competition too, but I think it's going to end up working itself out. You know what I mean? But I feel like the DB situation for sure, and kind of the running back situation for me too. Like I kind of want to see who's going to come out on top as that second. You know what I mean? That second.
Good point.
Yeah, that's a great point. Didn't even think about that. The running back situation is the next one because who's going to be that second guy, right? Who's going to be that second guy? Who's going to be the guy that can come in here and because Zamir to me is one, right? That's RB1 until further notice. Right. But RB2, what does that entail? Like, you know what I mean? Do we need a bruiser? Do we need more of a speed dude, which we got in Lauby now? But I don't see Lauby getting that many carries like that. You know what I mean? Not year one off the rip.
Yeah.
I think Lauby. I really think Lauby's gonna work his way into a third down running back spot early.
I like that for him for sure.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be getting a lot of passes out the backfield, bro. He's gonna be a staple in that backfield on third down. He's bigger than I thought too. He's bigger. He's a little more physical than I thought.
Yeah,
he got to get through our guy though first. He got to get through our first and foremost.
Amir.
See, and that's the thing. That's what I love about, look, he's proven to have done everything we've asked for, including the special teams where he's a leader in that perspective. So you got to give him his props from that respect. He's never really had the chance to get more of a role, if you will, with Josh Jacobs being in the building. So now with him gone, you got to at least give him a shot, in my opinion. I'm not saying that he's the bona fide third down guy, right? I'm just saying that you can't just push him to the side for a kid that, is coming from where he's coming from in Lauby. And again, this ain't no disrespect. I'm just saying the league is cold and it teaches you real quick. You think, some of these guys that's coming out, they look great in college, but they fizzle out quick. And a guy like Abdullah coming from Nebraska, I'm just saying, I think he's lasted this long for a reason, and it's too quick to bow him out. You know what I'm saying, if you will, on our account. And Lobby's
don't get me wrong. I like Amir. I like Amir. I look at this kid's skill set.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I look at this kid's skill set though, and I just think that he can be a contributor. Like I think he can be a contributor in addition with all those guys, but I think he has something to offer this year based on his skill set and what I saw.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, 100%. What I love about it, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, but yeah, no, his receiving skill is going to be the what separates him. You know what I mean? And who has the better impact receiving wise between him and Abdullah is how the snaps is probably going to be distributed. You know what I
Not
mean?
only that, pass protection too. He's got to be able to pass protect. That's one thing. You ain't gonna be able to play for AP
And
if you on third down.
that's one of the
On third down, you can't pass protect.
I was going waiting for us to go through this because honestly, I'm not. That was my situation. Meaning you were going around asking the question, "What's the battle?" The battle is that running back position because people are just immediately forgetting about a lot of those other guys that's still in the fold, that's under the covers, that they don't understand are ballers in their own right. And that's why I say with Lobby, I love him. I'm praying he gets his shot. Trust me, there's nobody rooting more for him, but it's an uphill battle. And that goes for the guys that's been on the practice. We got guys that's been on the practice squad I've been ranting and raving about, and they still haven't sniffed. But now we think that a 6th or a 7th rounder is just going to come in and rack shop that came from the FCS series. And that's no knock, that's no clowning. I came from there. Look, I'm just saying, let's put things in perspective. You know what I mean? And understand, like, more that we should be talking about is the fact that we're sitting here talking about the fact that there are a lot of positions that people are battling for. We've never heard about this. We've been praying about, well, who's going to do what? Now it's like, yo, who's going to get cut? Because there's like 3 dudes that can do this. And that's the thing. I think Lobby can absolutely do this 100%. He's got guys in front of him.
Yeah, definitely. He's got people in front of him. And, we'll see how that goes. I think, but he's definitely got a chance to do something and definitely has a chance to, make this team and have an impact as well.
100%. So we got a guest, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make sure this is the first time this young lady has actually ever been on the platform. So shout out to Miss Willie Flawed.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you all doing?
Doing well.
Fabulous.
Awesome. Well, I'm happy to be here. I don't know what you want to know about me, but I will be honest and say I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm a Steelers fan.
I'm having trouble hearing y'all, fellas. Can y'all hear me?
But I love hearing talk about different teams and I'm learning about different teams. And so I'm excited to be in a space where we're talking about a team that I can learn from, learn about, learn more information about because I'm a fan. I'm a sports fan. I love hearing it. I love learning it. And the only way you can learn is if you listen to fans and what they're saying about their team. And so that is me.
You're in trouble, Bill. Bill, you're in trouble. I just know. You don't let somebody
got some fanatics here.
Liz and Bill, y'all are in trouble. Y'all let this girl infiltrate. No, I'm totally joking.
But
we appreciate you for hopping on.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely appreciate
no doubt.
you,
Welcome,
man. So,
thank you.
I know you say you're a Steelers fan, but at the end of the day, how much do you know about the Raiders? It seems like we play y'all
it seems like we play y'all every year, and like somebody's quarterback is either hurt or it's like a weird game, or it's like something. So the funny thing is I was actually cheering for you guys the whole season after the head coach got fired. So I was the first one on the bandwagon of like, okay, I like where this is going. This looks good. And so I've always watched what the Raiders are doing. I feel like the Raiders have a fan base that's loyal and consistent no matter how their team is doing. And I respect that because a lot of fans aren't like that. I like good, solid, consistent fans. And so that's one thing I like. Obviously, when you guys got Devontae Adams, I was like, let's go. Love Crosby. I've been cheering for and hoping for you guys get a running back because I feel like I wasn't sure what was going to happen in like free agency or what's happening, how the team is building. I watched the draft. I was hoping for a quarterback, but then once all the quarterbacks left, I was kind of like, don't do it. So I was excited that you got Brock Bowers. so I feel like
I like what I'm hearing though. I
feel like from my
you sure you're not a Raiders fan?
Yeah, I'm a
football
fan. So I appreciate what I think the Raiders are building and how I think the direction you guys are headed. I always say there's like being a Steelers fan, obviously some of us are like, we're going to Super Bowl every year. Some of us are a little bit more reasonable and we're like, we're probably going to have a winning season, but can we win a playoff game? That's like our hurdle that we can't get over. So I bring that same type of honesty when I'm talking about other teams and what's going on. But I also just want to say, and I wanted to come on here because I have a question actually. Sure. I am watching, I'm a Texas fan. I'm on the Colorado Buff bandwagon, but I'm not like delusional like a lot of that fan base is. What do you all think about Shador becoming a Raider if he's available next year in the draft?
Wow. Hey, it's all right.
Because go ahead. Sorry.
No. I apologize for cutting you off, but I told them this last week, and then I got laughed at on here because I was like, "Hey, you need to watch some of his Jackson State tape." Oh, why the hell would we watch Jackson State tape? Why would you not? It's football. At the end of the day, you have
100%.
He was killing them dudes at Jackson State. Went to Colorado, and that's why when he went to Colorado, I was not surprised. What he did in that
O-line
first
was trash,
I've seen it already. I didn't see
Colorado's O-line was trash.
Yeah. He didn't have no backup either. He had nobody with him yet. You got to remember, they had to clean house. It's amazing to see how people talk about what's going on in Colorado. Like, they were even thought of before Deion got there, and now all of a sudden, what he doing, you know what I'm saying, is all of a sudden an issue when they was 1-11. It don't even make sense. It just goes to show you that we still understand what goes on in this country. Really.
And let me apologize real quick. I don't want to call them young men trash. Those are young men. I don't want to call them that. They just didn't.
We know what you mean by that. And see, that's the thing, Papa Rundown. We know that we don't. Yeah. When we talking about people out here, you talking to people that have done this, that have gotten somewhere in their life from playing football the whole night. We don't mean any disrespect, any harm, but
none.
No whatsoever. We just talking that talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, that's what I was saying for the last 6 games of the season. So I hear you.
Look, if they was pros, we could call them trash. But they still college young men. So
exactly.
They ain't getting paid yet. So
I agree.
No, at the end of the day, but Pops, how would you feel on Shador?
I like Shador. Last year I think he tried to do a little too much in certain instances, and then you can kind of see there's some things that he needs to work on. But no doubt, the kid's pedigree's there. I would love to see him. He'd be a natural fit for the Raiders. I can see him and AP, getting along really well. He'd be good for the culture. He'd assimilate into the culture. So yeah, Shador to the Raiders would be lovely. I got a sneaky suspicion that Jerry Jones ain't trying to re-sign Dak Prescott because he might want to jump on that train too.
Yep.
But I like Shador for us. I do.
I'm not mad at it. Yeah.
How you feel, Jason?
I definitely don't think we're gonna be. I think we're gonna be a high in the high 20s.
That part.
So
I agree.
I don't really think we're gonna.
I understand.
Won't even come close. Won't even be snatched. Yes.
Yeah.
So, but you think
I like your thinking.
You think he'll go top 10 then?
Oh, he's top 5, top 3.
Yeah.
It's interesting to hear different people have different opinions on him.
I 100% agree.
Very polarizing.
That he's a top 10 pick. I don't know why that's even a question to me. I think that he's definitely, I don't know about top 5, but top 10 for sure. I start to see Carson Beck be picked ahead of him for some odd reason, which I'm like, I don't understand that at all.
When it's all said and done, trust me, he will be top 5, probably top 3.
Right. So, question that I do want to ask you, because it is good that you are on here, Miss Flawed, because at the end of the day, right, a lot of Raider fans wanted the 2 quarterbacks that you guys got. right? So
that is absolutely true.
You know how I go.
Yeah. I like it.
I'm gonna dig deep. I'm gonna dig deep.
So
a lot of Raider fans wanted the 2 quarterbacks y'all got.
Rundown, you on your game today, bro.
Don't you start that. We opened the link. Don't you start that.
You on your game today, Rundown.
Get you on here though. We gonna get
you on your game, Rundown. Hey, Rundown, real talk, bro. You the GOAT for this question. I love it, bro. You the GOAT, bro.
Seeing as you got Fields and you got Wilson, right? How excited are you to see those two, right? You know what I mean? Like, do you have faith in that, or like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah. So, what's funny is last year, this fan base is never, no fan base is ever all on the same page of who you want, what you're hoping to get, your hopes and prayers and all of that. This has been the first offseason since I've been a Steelers fan that I think we met all of our needs. And so we don't know what to do. We don't know. Okay. We don't know if we should be extremely excited. Like, it's almost like it's too good to be true because our quarterback play has been so bad since Ben left. Even, let's be real, like 2 or 3 years before Ben left, it was still pretty bad. And so for us, we're like, okay, we have 2 quarterbacks. There's stuff going on Twitter right now where it's like, here are our 3 guys and here are our new 2 guys. Like, how did we do this? How did we pull this off? So I think we're concerned. We're cautiously optimistic. I think anytime you play in the AFC North, I think the AFC North is the toughest division in football. I think anytime you play the AFC North, you hope that you can be better. And this puts us better. I always say also one thing that a lot of people don't think about when they look at the AFC North, the Steelers are 7-1 against the AFC North last year. And we were not very good and we did not have a good quarterback. So, it's like, if the plug and play is true, which, sometimes it is or isn't, I mean, this sets us up to be great, but, cautiously optimistic.
Interesting.
Great point. That was a great point.
Before we continue, right? Shout out to my guy John for the super. Who wants to hear a Raiders from Florida?
Come on, Miss Flaw. You can do this for us.
I don't know if that is supposed to happen when you're a fan of another fan.
It doesn't matter. It's the same type of thing.
You can give us one of these Raiders. Raider.
Wait, is there an N in it? Rand? Or is that a typo? Is there really an N in it?
Raiders.
It's just the Raiders, man. It's just
Raiders. Listen, because he paid for it.
Okay.
Raiders.
There we go. Hey,
we got it.
Because he paid for it.
That's all we need.
Thank you, John. We love you, John. We absolutely adore you. God, Jesus.
But I want to go around Pops right now because she talked about, Fields and, the Wilson situation. Now that it's pretty much all said and done, it's all set in stone. I'm going to go with Pops, then Jason, right? Compared to the Steelers situation, because that could have been our situation in another time stream, right? So, compared to their situation, how are you more confident in our room versus that room? How do you feel?
Interesting. Isn't that interesting that both teams are in the same kind of dilemma? You know what I mean? That there's a nice, healthy quarterback battle that's going to be brewing. Yeah. Although they say it's Wilson's job first. That's what I'm hearing. But honestly, I think that I like our situation. I like our situation based on what we have around both of these quarterbacks, based on what we've added to our offensive unit. We already know what Gardner Minshew can do. I must say I went back and watched some more highlights and just really kind of took my time and digested and slowed down and watched. He's very capable. And I'm always, of the adage that you don't have an elite quarterback, a Patrick Mahomes, or Aaron Rodgers, all these type of guys. If you don't have that, then what the next best thing you need to have is a good, capable quarterback, and you put weapons around him. You gotta start putting things around that quarterback to help him be successful. So I think that our situation, based on the talent we have, I mean, Everybody's not running a Devontae, a Jacoby, all these guys out here, you know what I mean? 2 elite tight ends and, what I think is going to be borderline elite offensive line. I don't think everybody has that, you know what I mean? And Pittsburgh had line issues last year. You know what I mean? They struggled. They had offensive line issues. I like our situation a little bit better, if I'm just being honest, because of the whole of our parts. So I like us. I like us a little bit better than that.
Right. No, that makes sense.
I'm gonna say it depends if Watt comes back. You know what I mean? Like Watt, because I know after the injury last year, and he's a dog, man. And he makes or breaks that defense. You know what I mean? Because he definitely brings that pressure. But I like what we are doing. You know what I mean? I might be biased, but I definitely like the moves. I think Papa Rundown had it right when you said we're in the same kind of situation as the Steelers, like quarterback wise. Definitely, we got a vet kind of just in case, like they got with Russell, just to kind of give the young, Justin Fields kind of some time to get in there, or you never know, because it could go both ways for that situation too. Like say Justin Fields comes in, lights it up, then you got a good enough backup with Russell Wilson, and it's kind of like the same situation for us. So I don't know, I like what we've done. That Steelers defense is always going to be a solid defense. So I like what they're doing, but I feel like I love what we're doing too. So go Raiders all day,
Go Raiders, baby.
Guaranteed. I mean, but for them, it's kind of different because that culture's built. You know what I mean? That culture is already there.
100%.
We on the other hand,
I got a feeling that they're going to use Justin Fields. They're going to use Justin Fields the correct way too. The Steelers are going to figure out a way to use him. The way he needs to be properly used. You know what I mean? I don't think Chicago did that kid any service whatsoever. You know what I mean? But the Steelers will get the best out of him. He's going to it. Listen, real quick. I just want to say this. Raider Nation, do you agree or disagree with me? We all hate the Steelers. We all hate the Chiefs. We all hate the Chargers. We all hate those teams, right? And we're also rivals with the Steelers.
Yes.
But the thing is like, do you really hate the Steelers or you just respect the hell out of them and want to beat them? Because that's how I feel about the Steelers. I don't really hate the Steelers. I respect the shit out of them.
Yep.
But I still want to beat them because it's that rivalry. But I feel like there's a lot of respect for the Steeler fans, for Raider fans, or for the Steeler organization. I just think they're just a classy organization. And they're perfect rivals to us. You know what I mean?
Spot on, Papa Rundown. Spot on, bro. We don't exist without the catch, without the back, the back of the reception, all of that stuff, man. We're just not. None of that is the same. You need a foe. You need an opposer. You need that other person in order to drive you. The Steelers do exactly that for us.
Yeah, we say the real hatred for the for who everybody in the division. Everybody in the division.
I have actual hatred for.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight up hatred.
Hey, Steelers bringing back that old school slash.
They are.
Yeah. Yep.
Bringing back that old school slash though.
That's true.
So Steelers fans, we don't hate y'all, but we still want to kick y'all ass. That's for sure.
All day, exactly.
That's how it should be. I think that's what healthy sports fandom is all about.
Word.
I see what you're doing. I respect it. You all have players on the team that I actually watch. I like, all of that. It works out that my team plays usually at noon where I'm located. It works out that you guys play in the afternoon. So that works out. So it's like you get to consume both ends of the spectrum. My friends and I always often talk about this. I think the Steelers are just a pillar of consistency, and they're just a pillar of just football. Right. And if you don't like a Steelers fan it's we don't do anything. We just are basic. Right. Some of us are annoying, but the core of us, we're the same. We just want to win games. We want to win games and then go to work the next day.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah. Because Oakland was that way. You know what I mean? I think that's why it was such a rivalry because, back in the 70s, that's the kind of town that Oakland was as well. blue collar.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know, but both cities blue collar. You know, hard working cities. You know what I mean? With a tough image. So I just think those two teams are classic together because of those similarities. You know,
don't we play them this year? We
play them. Play the North.
We play the Steelers.
Yeah, we play the whole.
We do.
Yeah, of course.
That's right, we do. Hey.
Or do you know if it's home or away? I know the schedule's not out.
It's home this year. We don't know. It's got to be home this year because it was away last year. So it's got to be.
No, last year we came to Vegas.
No. Y'all came to Allegiant last year.
Yeah, it's at Pittsburgh.
No, that was the year before. That was the year before, right? No, because my boys went to that game.
No, last year they was at Allegiant. We probably
were on Monday night.
It was the first.
Sunday. It was a Sunday night game. It was a Sunday night game.
Was
that the home opener or was that the?
It was the home opener. Yeah.
That was a damn game we should have won too.
Should have won that game.
We blew that game.
Yes, and we were sick about it.
But can I just say something? Like, as a Steelers fan, we win ugly. Like, we win the game, but everyone's like, no, not the Steelers. Like, take the other team, and then we come out and people are like, how the hell? Like, what did they do? And it's like we just know how to win ugly. That is who we are. I mean, take it or leave it. But so at the end of the game, it's like, are they really going to pull this off?
That's true.
Well, there's something that's going on that y'all don't know about. And, you know, I'm bringing it up because obviously I'm a proud papa. Shout out to everybody and anybody that knows I'm always bragging about my daughter, Terrenciana. She is a Golden Gopher. Yes, that's right. She's a Gopher girlie.
Right.
Guess what? Mike Tomlin's daughter, she's going to Georgia. She's going to University of Georgia. We're talking gymnastics, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know. They've been battling back and forth for a long time now. This is their final senior year. We're going to Daytona Beach next week for nationals for the finals. This is Mike Tomlin's daughter's last season. This is my daughter's last season. And it wouldn't shock me, obviously, if they see each other in college, right? She'll be in the SEC.
Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you and your daughter, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. I'm excited. Yeah, it's a big deal, man.
And who doesn't like Mike Tomlin?
I know.
Like, who doesn't just like him? You know, like, you can say whatever you want, but you can't say anything about Mike Tomlin. Let him be what he's gonna be.
Shout out to Mike Tomlin for real. We hope we got our Mike Tomlin now. That's what we hoping. We hoping we got our Mike Tomlin.
There you go. I'm excited for Antonio Pierce.
That's the blueprint.
Him? How is he? Are Raiders fans excited? Did you want somebody else?
Oh, bro.
We good.
I'll tell you what, Flaw. I'll tell you what. We got so much juice. This man has infused this fan base with so much passion and energy. I don't know about y'all, but right before we fired Josh McDaniels last year, those 2 games leading up to him being fired, they damn near took the life out of me, man. I didn't know what I was watching. I really did not know what I was watching, and it was like for the first time I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't even know what this is. You know, that's how bad it was for our culture at that point in time. And for AP to come step in and do what he's done, this fan base is like, you can't tell us nothing right now. We all Kanye West right now. You can't tell us nothing. And that's real talk. You can't. AP has brought an army. He's put an army together, and it ain't just the players. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much Raider passion and love out there right now because of Antonio Pierce. Like, this is everything that we ever wanted without us even starting the season yet. We already getting it from an energy standpoint. So that's where I'm at with Antonio Pierce.
I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's the consensus. We love him. Don't get it twisted. There's fans in every group, you know, whether it's the good old boys, however you want to look at it, that they're going to want to see what they want to see. And that's just facts. I don't shy away from those things. That's just the reality.
We have those in Pittsburgh, too.
Hey, shout out to Chris, right? I tell Chris all the time, man. He thinks that, you know, he's having a hard time right now because he's realizing our fans are just not the greatest. And I'm like, bruh, it's all of them. They're all the same
Yeah.
way. It's no different. We're not special. I like to think we were special. Like, why are our fans so? No, they're all dumb.
What do you mean? You think it's what you saying? You think it's a segment of fans that don't want AP? They don't want AP to do well.
100%. Oh, 100%.
There is a segment because I will say this. Now, I'm gonna let Jason go and say how he feels.
Big bro, you already know, big bro. It's America, bro. Like,
it's the Deion Sanders effect.
Same thing.
You know what that is. Like you said it. 100%. You already know what it is, bro. I mean,
100%.
Sometimes they just they gonna hate on you because it's different. It's different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, this is not how we do things. This is not how things are supposed to be done. You know what I mean? We know what that is, but shout out to Mark Davis. Mark Davis said, man, to hell with all that. Yeah. This is Raider Nation. We got a different fan base. We do it different.
Bro.
How you feel, Jason? You feel the same way?
Yeah, if we had kept McDaniels, we would have for sure got Jaden Daniels. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro, we'd have been all messed up.
Hey, it felt like, because
I like that.
Papa Rundown, I feel you, because it felt like self-sabotage. Like, because I knew we weren't that bad. Like, even though, you know, the roster we got right now is fire, but then I still felt like we ain't this bad. We shouldn't be losing these games. And
no doubt.
And it was already a bad thing for us, you know, as Raider fans, our pride and our just knowing what the Patriots has done, you know, done in the past and stuff like that. It was one of those things like we had to kind of suck it up. No pause.
Yeah.
But we had to
definitely
swallow our pride, and we definitely had to swallow our pride to, you know, because they came from the Patriots, and you know how we feel about the Patriots.
Oh yeah.
It's like, but for the love of our team, we tried to put faith.
We did.
And it was just like, you know what? Nah, not like this. Not like this.
Didn't work out.
When AP came in, and remember when he benched Marcus Peters? We were talking about it all year, like just him being the matador out there, and then just for him to just, you know, because it takes a lot. It takes nuts to go in there, and you know what I'm saying, be like, look, bro, you know what I mean, you're not giving your all. You know what I mean?
Shit ain't working out.
Yeah, your past and everything that you've accomplished, that's cool, but we need you right now. You know what I'm saying? So what you're doing isn't helping us, so we need somebody that's hungry. So, you know, and look how we went with Jack Jones and never fell off. Picked it up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So far I got faith. I'm riding with him, man. I like it. He's a Raider at the end of the day.
I like that.
Raider all day. Truth be told is in the building.
The people's champ. I like that. My man said he's the people's champ.
I think that's my fam right here, man. Hey, if this is Dayline, man, hit me, man. You already know. I'm gonna put the link right in there for you. Come on through, bro.
Yeah. First and foremost, man, we want to say shout out to everybody that's in here, man. We appreciate everybody. We are on the verge of 100. Right, 100 people in the building, man. So what you gotta do, share it out to your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, whoever.
So I didn't hurt your numbers?
No, you got hurt. No, we straight. All right.
I'm like, if it starts to go down, just tell me. I'll get off. No love lost. I respect it. I know the role I play. You know, I'm not.
But we appreciate it regardless, because there's still some questions we can ask.
Absolutely.
But definitely, man. Go ahead. Let's get up there, man. So we appreciate everybody. Make sure you're hitting the like button too on the way out, man. We are, regardless of whatever you're doing, hit the like button on everybody's channel. Boom. But want to get into this, right? Because Turf, you said it, and you know, I wanted to bring this up because Chris mentioned it, right? The subsection of the fan base, right? That there are some people that don't like the fact that AP can do well, will do well, because they want to push the agenda. Correct. Right? You know what I mean? It was kind of the same thing with the Derek Carr situation, right? It's like, he's not here, I'm gonna push that agenda. Now, there are some people reveling in the fact, like, look where we are. You know what I mean? Some people are like, look at this. You shouldn't have got rid of him. Now look where we are. You know what I mean? So, like, I think some people are even showing their ass with the Josh Jacobs situation.
Absolutely.
First one they asked for Josh Jacobs. So it's like, what's the line? Like, you know what I mean? What's the line between fan and player? You know what I mean? I want to ask you first, Pops, like, because I want to get your opinion. Like, what's the line between fan and player? Because right now, starting to get skewed, and now so it looks weird.
Well, you know, you know me, son. I talk to you a lot. You know, me and you we have our conversations, and I always attribute a lot of things to this social media age, right? And you have to realize, like, look the other day, Patrick Beverly threw a basketball at a fan in the stands. It's like the lines have become blurred because, and Turf, you can speak to this as well. You know what I mean? You know, you're in my realm. It's like when we were coming up, our great sports stars, they were larger than life because we couldn't see them every day, right? We didn't see them. You know, we just saw them on commercials, either the game or in a commercial. You know, we didn't have Instagram and all this stuff that people use today to be accessible 24/7, 365. So when you start putting that into this vacuum of sports and fandom, the lines get blurred because these fans today feel like they can touch these players, right? We didn't feel like that back in the day. You know, that's why I look at, that's why I looked at Michael Jordan like Jesus Christ, because it was like he, you know what I mean? Like he was Michael Jackson. You just didn't touch him. You couldn't be that accessible with him. But today, these guys are totally different. And there's no holds barred, because just like my man Jason was saying, Buddy will jump, Kevin Durant will jump on, you know, he'll jump on a burner account and go back and forth with fans and stuff like that.
Go ham.
You know what I mean? So I think the social media has a lot to do with the way fans interact with, you know, with players today. And that's where the line gets blurred to me, you know?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I agree. But at the end of the day, it's like, we can't be out here, okay, just because we have a certain agenda. Like we hope the team loses, and we're okay with the team losing because we want the agenda to be pushed. You know what I mean? Like that's
insane.
That's not a fan. That's not a fan.
Yeah, no, and I agree. But Jason, where is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, people get mad at me because I say I can't wait to play the Saints and beat Derek Carr. You know what I mean? Like, and it's I mean, I don't want him to get the best of us. Like it should never be like that. We should never be hoping for our team to lose, no matter who's the.
No.
I remember when we had what's the dude? Oh goodness, that used to coach for the Chargers, and he used to have the scar face and all that. What was
Schottenheimer? Not Schottenheimer.
No, not him, but was it Irv? No, was it Irv?
What, he was the head coach?
Yeah, he was
North Turner.
North Turner.
I could not stand North Turner. But when he was with us, I just had to bite my tongue. You know what I mean? I couldn't stand that dude. But I mean, if he's a Raider, you know what I mean? It is what it is. We got to just hope for the best. Hope he has the best year that he's ever had with us.
Hey, Jason.
Unless he get as bad as Josh McDaniels, right? Yeah, now we all up in there.
I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I think his son is part of the front office in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, Scott Turner. I think, yeah.
He's pretty much. I think I did a whole. Y'all know that the Raider Syndicate don't miss nothing. Yeah. We do our homework, ladies and gentlemen. We don't miss nothing, and for me to be able to even bring that up, and the fact that Big Bro Papa Rundown's like, yep, he just goes to show. Real knowledge from it. We no stone is unturned here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. We talk about it.
But I fully agree though. It's like, sometimes we don't fully agree with shit that the team does. But at the end of the day, if it works, right? And if it don't work, I'm going. Well, I might sit there and fuck around. Shit, I told you so for a little bit. I mean, I'm like, hey, bro, we might say that, but at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool, move on, bro. It is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen. And then we try to fill the void regardless. Or even if we wrong, you know what I mean? Fuck it, bite the bullet. It is what it is. But that's where I think it gets all skewed. But, I mean, even with you, Flawed, I mean, how do you feel? Does that happen with Steelers as well? Does that happen with y'all fan base?
It happens everywhere. And I think what's happened with social media is it's given... This is going to sound terrible, but it's given losers a voice, and it's giving losers something to win at. And I think it's easy to do that at sports, right? Because let's be honest, there was a survey that was like 100 people said out of 100 people, 5 people said they could get a point off of Serena Williams playing tennis. In what world? Like, what world? One point off Serena. Like, it just. So I think what's happened is the keyboard and phones have given people skills they don't have, and because they don't have the skill, they're going to negatively talk about whoever they can talk about and whoever's attention they can get because they can get their attention. Right. And I think it's like I said, I feel like social media turned losers into winners.
Wow, I love the take. I love the take.
Right.
And
that's why I feel like a lot of people can be objective. I mean, once again, right? You don't have to play the game to understand the game, but at the end of the day, like if you're going to be around the game, it's best you understand it as best as possible, right? Like, you know what I mean? So when things like a player leaving starts happening, you can understand why they leave, and you don't get emotional and start lashing out at a motherfucker on Twitter, calling him stupid, calling him whatever, this and that, because you're not really informing yourself, right? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he has to do what's best for him at his position, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
The team got to do what's best for them. At the end of the day, it's what happens.
And you know what else too? Let me chime in on this real quick. You know, then you got all the gamblers, you know, you got all the fantasy league guys, you know what I mean, that equate individual success, like they're lumping that in with the team success. And it's like, you know, sometimes like I'm not a fantasy football guy, like that ain't me. I'm a fan. I'm like, well, I'm there to watch my team win. I'm not there to worry about if the guy's got 10 catches and all. Like that's just too much for me. Like my passion is with us. My passion is with wins and losses and the culture of this team. And I feel like a lot of guys, like when they start talking fantasy football, I'm like, don't get me wrong, there's guys out there, I'm sure they're fantasy football guys that are real fans, but some guys just don't talk like real fans when you hear them talking about, oh man, well, he did this on my fantasy team, and you know, I need this guy to catch 10 passes against the Raiders. Like, what are you talking about, man? You know what I mean? So that's another thing that kind of gets me.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I just funny story? I stopped playing fantasy whenever Lamar Jackson entered the NFL because I was like, nope. Like I can't. It's too close. It was too I can't be on this app cheering for this guy when in reality I hope they lose every single game they play.
Yeah.
I love your
I can't do it.
Agree. Fully agree. You know what I mean? And that's and even when they go to another team and they've been on your team for a while, it's like at the end of the day, I hope you do good, but if you play us, I want to stomp you. You know what I mean? Like, and shout out to Jason for saying that. And I cannot wait till next Thursday. Turf, we wait for the schedule release. That's gonna be on Thursday.
It's gonna be
right.
wild.
Turf Rundown show gonna be crazy on Thursday. That Turf and Rundown show gonna be wild. But at the end of the day, I can't wait till we see when New Orleans is on the schedule. I'm gonna be front and center, boy. My ticket is gonna be paid for to watch that ass whooping. I want that. You know what I mean? I want to whoop Derek Carr's ass. If we play Green Bay, you know what I'm saying? If we play Green Bay, I want Josh Jacobs to have negative 5 yards.
Man, I can't.
But if he play anybody else, hey, power to you, bro. Like it is what it is. I'm gonna be mad about it. We made a decision, and it was time to make a decision.
Then we could put it.
Are we going to New Orleans this year? Are we going to New Orleans?
Absolutely going to New Orleans, big boy. Definitely best believe we're going to New Orleans.
Say less, baby.
Then we can put it to bed. Then we can put
it to bed.
That's your favorite gumbo.
All that to bed. Then it's like, okay, we got you. Now, good luck to you, brother. You know what I mean?
Put it to bed.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one and the Chief matches.
All day.
Yeah.
Good old Chief.
So,
does anybody like them?
No, nobody likes the Chiefs.
No.
No.
Like the Patriots.
Nobody
why
likes
would you cheer? Who would cheer? Like, unless your team, you know, I got it. But who would cheer for them? Stop it.
Only losers. Only losers.
Yeah.
And nobody.
And shout out to everybody that's in the chat. We done cracked 100, man.
We done cracked 100.
You know what time it is, man. We got a lot. Appreciate everybody in here. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up on everybody's channel, man.
Hey, that's what's half the team, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to let y'all know we got half the team here. We normally crack 200-300, so This is amazing, outstanding. I mean, this is the credit to the chat. Chat lives matter.
Appreciate y'all.
We get down. We love y'all for real, man. It's
Right.
nothing without y'all. So for sure.
And I think
I'm
that's
just here
it.
so I don't get fined. No, I'm just
Hey, y'all
Look, she a Raider fan. Look, she pulling out Raider quotes. She a Raider fan now.
Oh yeah.
I figured that would land correctly.
That's that Marshawn Lynch.
Yes, sir.
But that's the thing about being a fan. I feel like
when you're hit the thumbs.
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like when you're a fan, though, you can have these conversations with fans.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of being a fan, is like we all are here because we love football and we want to talk about it and we want to learn and we want to win and we want to do all the things. And I think that's what makes it amazing is when you have fans that can just talk. We don't have to cheer for the same team, but we like the same things. We want to win. Right. We want to win. We want to be good.
Right.
So it's like I want my offensive line to block. We all want the same things. It's just we cheer for different teams.
Do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Huh?
Look. I feel like that. We feel like that about the teams, except for the ones in our division.
Fair.
Right. So
Fair.
and honestly, another, and we got to think about this, y'all. Right, and because I want to bring this up
in the building.
Yeah, and shout out to Cal, my guy. But I'm gonna bring this up because for our last little segment, we can talk about the schedule release, what we want to look forward to. But another layer to that New Orleans game is we gonna see who made the right first round pick at that point.
Yes, sir.
We got Bowers. They picked Fuaga. A lot of Raider Nation wanted the pick after. So now,
Max
shout out to Countdown with this comment right here.
Can I just say, if Derek Carr is healthy, because last year, I'm like, what, is he playing? Okay, he's not playing. What is he doing?
Even if he is healthy, I don't think it matters against us.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, I want to see him play against his old team. I feel like every time he has a chance to play against somebody, he's hurt.
No, I see what you're saying. And to be honest, that is a Raider way. We don't want to beat you at your worst. We want to beat you at your best. So Derek, don't come through talking about you hurt.
Yes, sir.
Didn't he say he was gonna punch Max too?
Yeah, right. He had all kinds of little chatty patty chats. Like you don't try to soften it up, homeboy. You getting banged on. Yep. No Diddy. You getting banged on.
Hey,
fellas, speaking of the salute.
Eric,
hey, speaking of the schedule,
yeah.
Speaking of the schedule, I'm trying to look. I feel like for some reason I need to be in that first game in Vegas. I feel like the energy is going to be electric for that first game.
It's going to be nuts.
No, it's going to cost an arm and a leg, damn it. But I think I might have to do that one. I think I might do that for number one.
That's what I was just going to tell y'all, because y'all remember we was over here debating and talking about that Steelers game and it being the first game. Trust me, Turf, no, because I made the mistake and brought both of my boys to that game, and I will never make that mistake again. It was past expensive, and we didn't even sit in the seats I always sit in. So, yeah, it was bad.
I always say one thing the Steelers are going to do, they're going to raise your prices, and there's going to be a lot of yellow towels.
Yes, it was a lot of terrible towels in that building. And yeah, it was. So I don't recommend it. Don't get me wrong, but I ain't gonna lie. For me, I don't care because I'm the only odd. My kids are going to the different game, so I'm definitely going to the opener. But it's gonna be an expensive one. I'm just letting you know because it's the first game and people, yeah.
I'm already. Yeah. Like I said, look, I might be coming on the solo too. So we do it like that, you know what I'm saying? We still meet up. I just feel like it's going to
stay. You got a spot to stay. You ain't got to worry about that part. You just need to get there then.
Yeah, I think
good looking. Got you, brother.
I think we get all our fans back. I think since we got rid of McDaniels, because we lost a lot of these people kind of fell off. Like, because they were like, as long as we do this coach, they out of there. And it is what it is. But I think we get our fans back. I think it's no more of these everybody else in our arena selling out. You know what I mean? We're going to have our fan base.
Not at all.
We're going to be thick. I think we're going to be thick.
I agree.
The problem is, this is like totally random, but I think what happens though is whenever your team finally goes to the East Coast or the West Coast, like swings coast, it's like that fan base's opportunity to go to a whole different region. And that's what happens at these games. Because Pittsburgh usually stays in kind of the same area, the same whatever. But the second they go to Seattle or 49ers or anything that's West, people out there are like, oh my gosh, my team is close. They're usually never close. So that's I think they raise those ticket prices because they know.
Oh, there's no thing. They absolutely raise the ticket prices. 100%.
I mean, and Jason, what you talking is complete facts. And the next thing, I mean, okay, because I don't want this to happen either, because we know it's gonna happen, right? Preseason, we gonna get out there, get to playing, everybody gonna get excited or whatever the case, right? And now we gonna start upping prices. That's gonna be the whole thing. So we gonna see. I mean, but I agree with Pops and I agree with Jason that the energy is gonna be crazy.
It's there's nothing like it. I'm not now. See, that's where I'm gonna be honest. Bro, ever since that stadium opened, the opening day, that's the ticket you don't want to wait for. You don't want to. I'm just being honest because we're 0-0. I'm telling you, it's no more electric than you're ever going to find. Usually we're 0-0, 0-1, 1-0, something. And the bottom line is a lot of people are absolutely going to that game that are Raiders fans, let alone the people flying into Vegas for the opposing team. So it is a tough game to deal with. That's literally the only game I buy before the actual season, if you will. So when the schedule comes out and the flights and stuff come out, I'll probably actually buy my ticket. But that's the only.
You know what, Turf? That's so funny.
Somebody that has never ever missed a game in our stadium since they opened it. Y'all know Turf got it documented, the receipt. So I'm just letting y'all know
What is the fan base called? The Raider fan base that you see behind the field goal?
The black hole.
There it is. I'm like, what? I'm like, I know it's not the dog pound. God help me. But I'm like, what is it called?
The black hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know? Or I guess people, is that where the season ticket holders? Like
section 120? No, it's section 124.
It's a specific you just know that that's the section. Okay.
It's a specific section, and it was in Oakland, and there is one in Vegas, and that is the black hole.
Got it. Okay.
It's 124. Yep, it's 120.
I will say in the Legion, like every seat is pretty much a good seat. When we went
one
game we went to, that was a great seat.
It's no bad seat.
Taj Mahal in there.
No, real talk, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what else I like about that stadium too? Like when it's full and it's on, and Raider fans are in there, that stadium rocks. Like it gets loud. Like so, there is, it gets loud.
I'm telling y'all, I haven't missed a game there. I've heard it at its best. I've heard it at its worst, and our home is second to none. I mean,
how's the food? Tell me the things that I care about. How's the food?
So, Turf has been through every inch of the stadium. Obviously, I got it documented. The bottom line is, if you really, really want that crazy experience, find a way to get VIP status. You're going to get a wave of the finest food you'll ever get at any stadium for any game in any sport. And then the drinks. Again, it's just, you absolutely get what you pay for, in my opinion, unlike other places. I know for a fact I've eaten and drank well over $500-600 when I'm at a Raiders game. I'll do $500 in drinks alone the first half.
Well, listen, the way my bank account is set up, that's not happening. But
so that's really what it boils down to.
I said, that's crazy. I'm over here. Hey, I'm at the game. I'm sneaking what I got in. At the end of the day,
it's impossible to sneak in. And it's impossible to sneak into Allegiant. Trust me. We done tried every which way till Sunday. Hell, they even get you when it come to, nicotine.
How I used to sneak the Henny into Oakland. Remember, I used to sneak the Henny in Oakland.
He had it in the Ziploc.
I take the Henny bottle in Oakland. I take I pour it in the Ziploc bag, dog. I'm up in there with the Henny, dog.
Yes, sir. That's what's up. Yeah, Oakland. It was a little different. A little different.
I want to real talk about the schedule, right? A lot of talking. A lot of people have said this because now it comes time, right? A lot of people want the Chiefs week 1 at Arrowhead.
I ain't mad at it.
Arrowhead.
Get it out
the way. I ain't mad at it. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there for that game.
My guy said, "Get it out the way," right?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you know if we do go to Arrowhead game 1, I'm there too. I'll do that too. Yeah. I'll do that too.
That's a
I got
game,
people there too. I got people there too.
Boy.
So yeah, I'll have it set up for us if they do.
That ticket probably be cheaper than Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, there's no might be. I guarantee you 1,000,000% is cheaper than
what
Vegas.
What else is there to do there?
Yeah.
Barbecue. Kansas City is dope.
Barbecue.
No,
I'm just saying, like, what else? What other activities would bring you?
Kansas City is dope. So the downtown system is set up really nice to where you can pretty much get to every and anything, right? All your vices, your drinks, your bars, whatever type those are. The stadium is really nice. The barbecue is the best in the world, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, and I live in Texas. You know that. Yeah, you know that really flawed. I'm right here in Texas. The only thing I'm gonna say Texas got over Kansas. I'm killing myself. I might as well just not walk out the house tonight.
I was about to say, I hope nobody
the only thing I give Texas over Kansas City is beef, brisket, and beef ribs. That's it. Anything else, Kansas City is wild. I got so many restaurants.
I'm down for that one.
Oh,
yeah, I'd have to taste that. That have to be on the list. So
I'm telling you right now, there's nothing better. I'm telling you, there's nothing. You got Q39, you got Gates, you got Jack Stack. Hey, trust me. Anybody tell me? I'm telling you. And I see this comment right here too. Look, I see this comment right here. My uncle has a freaking palace in Millington, Tennessee, which is about 20 minutes northwest, I think, of Memphis. And I agree, Memphis has some great barbecue, but I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm born and raised in Connecticut, and I'm telling y'all, Kansas City got it. Kansas City got it.
Is Memphis still pork? Is Memphis still pork? Do we know?
They are, and that's where I'd see now you starting to reach into their realm, and how they get down and what they're known for and best. I would agree with that, but their problem is Texas. There's a lot of places that do pork, and Kansas City is.
We gonna link up later, baby.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, we gonna get there.
Go around, right?
We gonna get
around the room. So, Jason, let me start with you. We get the Chiefs week 1. How you feeling?
I feel good
at Arrowhead.
I feel good. I feel like I don't know. I don't like what they did. Wide receivers, right? They got they got picked up some speed with what's his face?
Xavier.
Hollywood, him, and then Hollywood Brown.
It
could be. It depends on our DB room, but I still feel like it takes Mahomes a little bit to kind of warm up. Like last year, he got off to like a slow start. So that's why we're gonna catch him slipping. We're gonna catch him while we hot.
Yeah. I mean, I would like it. I mean, Pops, how would you feel about KC week 1?
I'm like this. Yeah, I want to find out. I do want to find out, but I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, we gonna do this. We ready for it. We ready for that. We need to come and prove. To me, it's about let's start this season off and back up everything that we've been talking about. And that's why I want them, you know what I mean? And it's not, to be delusional Raider fan. Oh man, we gonna go in there and kick it. I wanna see, are we really buttoned up like that? Is that really gonna be us?
Yeah.
No better springboard than the Chiefs, because look, we can all sit here and be happy and euphoric about what's going on. But at the same time, we already know, we all Raider fans, dog, and we know how that feels. We gotta prove that shit. Dog. Like, that's where I'm at with this team. I love everything that we've done, but my eyes gotta see it. And we know what consistent winning organization football teams are. right? We know what that looks like. I'm curious to find out what that. Look what Detroit did in Kansas City last year. Springboard. First game of the year, springboard. Wasn't their divisional rival, but they made that statement. They're a playoff team.
Right.
They made that statement. Week 1 in Kansas City, beating the defending champions. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking for with us. Right. Are we going to get our springboard, and are we going to be that perennial playoff team every year going forward?
Okay. And that would be a great springboard. I mean, because they're gonna get their ring before the game too. So I would love it. At the end of the day, let's play the villain role. Let's do it. I mean, we're gonna see.
Well, got to.
So Turf, what about you? And then I want to get to Flawed, because we want to see what y'all look like.
I have thoughts about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Even the KC Raiders matchup. Okay. Yeah. Because you an NFL fan. So
how
you feel about that?
Yeah. I'll be quick. Look, they not happy about this at all. And in fact, it's the last game they won. We the last team to beat them. They don't want that smoke. They want to make sure that they try to send a message. But how do you send a message to the team that beat you last that got better? You mentally and it doesn't work that way. So they got a long road to climb if they looking at us being in the first game and then trying to deal with that throughout the offseason, right? And getting themselves together. I don't care how anybody looks at my take and may laugh. Like, the Chiefs care about it. Yeah, yes, they do, because it's a divisional game. It's the first game of the season. And if they get behind too many of them, it's not guaranteed they've gotten rid of their receiver woes, all these other issues and holes they have. So you damn right. They have more of something to worry about than we do, and that's more dangerous to play around. We can play more freely than they can, and it's just a problem for them. So absolutely, I think it's a problem if we play them the first game.
Very good points, sir. Very, very good points. We'll point that out too. Just because they draft worthy don't mean that that
is gonna work.
It's gonna work. That's one. Now I do like the fact that they drafted that Kingsley guy from BYU. I do like that. That was actually a good draft pick.
They did a lot of good things in the draft.
Yeah, but
gentlemen, Patrick Mahomes can't throw the ball to Worthy if he's on his back.
Yes.
Right. That's one of my
Wiggins in his mouth. Right. Yep.
We talking about that defense, right?
All that is a problem.
We talking about that defense, right? And that's what I'm banking on, bro. That defense, got to do its thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, definitely, it's got to do its thing for sure. Okay. And that was a great point. But Flawed, you said you had some point, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing I was thinking is, first game of the season, the last team you would really want to play is a division rival. Anybody. I also think that Kansas City is in a no-win position, meaning if it's not a blowout, if it's close, or if it's anything that gives them any seed of doubt that they're not going to be dominant,
it's a problem.
I think it's a problem. I also think whenever you have speed receivers first game, it usually the connection isn't quite there.
Hey,
you don't know how fast he is. You don't know what it's going to look like in a game. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that there's that kinks that they need to work out. I also think too that the Chiefs, in my opinion, they usually start out slow. They I think that's what
actually they always have.
They do.
They kind of start a little bit slow, and they're a little older, and it takes you a minute to kind of get going. And so I would be interesting to see if they even would get up to play this game. No Diddy. And if they if they did and lost, that even makes it worse. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think they have more to lose than you.
More pressure on them. The pressure is all on the Chiefs.
You guys get to just show up and be who you are and
just show up and kick it.
Be great. Yeah. Show up and do what you're supposed to do. They have to worry about everything else.
I agree.
I mean, but listen, guys, listen, and lady, you gotta remember though, these are the two-time defending Super Bowl champs, man. I mean, honestly, it ain't really too much that they really got to worry about. They done slapped the shit out our division.
That's a fact.
For real. Let's be real. Like, that's where I say. Okay, yeah, we want to stick our chest out, but we got to do that shit. We got to do it. Like, okay, we did it on Christmas Day, but like we're gonna have to show them, like, hey, we here every time y'all play us from now on. This is some new shit, right? Like that's how we have to approach this football game if we play them like that. Because I guarantee you, man. Look, they like, man, we done already celebrated in y'all locker room. We done did this and did that, man. They feel like they got a psychological advantage over us.
Point, Papa Rundown.
They do. Like we got to go in there and hit them fools in the mouth, man. Like honestly, we got to go in there and take that shit from them and let them know it's not gonna be the Kansas City show in the AFC West like that from here on out. And I feel like we're the team. I don't think we know Denver's trash. And I've never met a Charger. The first time I meet a Charger fan will be the first time I meet a Charger fan. But what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is, those two teams are equipped to handle them like we are. I think. I really think we're equipped. We're going to be the team that they say, "Oh shit, we got to play these motherfuckers again."
Right.
Right. So as you can see here, right, this is for Flawed as well. The Steelers are home opponents.
I know it.
Right.
I know
Steelers are home opponents. You look at our away opponents, right? So Cincinnati, the Bucks, Baltimore. That's tough, right? That's tough. Saints can't wait, right? And then you talk about Miami. I want that one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if it's in Miami. I want that one again. If I was the team,
me too.
If I was the team, and if I was AP, I got that bitch circled.
That hurt.
That Miami one, I got that one circled. And then the Rams one. The Rams one, I got a circle just because of that 2 years ago. I was like, damn. That Baker Mayfield one, I need that one back, bro. For real. So when you look,
I'll be there for that one too. I got to go down the street for that one. I got to take a little ride down the street for that one.
Yeah, I need that.
Can I ask a question? Is the fourth house the Browns?
Yeah, we play the Browns.
Why don't they put their symbol on there? That's weird.
Yeah. There is no symbol. They don't have a symbol. That is their helmet. Yeah.
So
that's my dad's team. Yeah, that's my dad's team. That's actually a game that my mom is trying to get everybody. I told her, Mom, you should have picked the Cleveland game in Cleveland because it's way more or less expensive. You know, so it just depends. It depends, but I think, Turf might be there with his whole immediate family on that one, which will be.
I like that. So
be big, yeah.
Looking at all this, right? So real quick, start with Jason and then go with Pops and then even Flawed as well. Want to get your opinion? Okay. But you look at this, okay? Even I put dudes on the spot. Where you at with it? How many wins? What's your ceiling, man? What's your ceiling?
I'm gonna do some research so I have a better answer. So you guys.
Yep.
I'm gonna say 11. I'm gonna say 11 wins.
Okay.
11 wins.
Like it.
Okay.
I see us, because I really see us taking care of Denver. Yep. I see us, because there is some tough matchups in here, though. You know what I mean? Like Baltimore is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. Cincinnati's wild.
We got hella playoff teams on this schedule.
Yeah, Cincinnati at Cincinnati is wild.
Yeah, Miami.
Tampa Bay made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, Miami still is going to be a problem too. They added some good weapons up there too. But I feel like the Rams game, we can get that. The Chargers games, I feel like we can get those. The Bengals is kind of up and is like, I think, a 50-50 game. I think we can, because they're gonna have Burrow back.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a little different. Atlanta, we got that. Panthers, we got that. Jags, I feel like we can beat them. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think the only ones that really will give us problems, I feel like, is Baltimore, Kansas City. Miami, and then anybody else, I feel like we can get with.
Okay.
Hey, the Bucks is the Bucks.
I'm not gonna lie.
They're playoff team.
Yeah, and based off and just piggybacking off of what you said, Jason and Pops, you can go ahead. But I think the Rams are a harder matchup than the damn Dolphins. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep, I agree.
The Rams are nice, bro.
Yep.
The Rams are nice.
Yo, it's a McVay is at the realm.
Yeah, the Rams are nice.
Man.
But you can go ahead, Pops. Where you feel? What's the record for you?
I kind of agree with what my man was saying. Jason, man, like, I'll be honest with you. Home, we can start home games. Of course, we're going to get that Denver game. I feel like the Charger game we definitely going to get. And, for me, bro, I just reserved the right with Kansas City. It's always like we got to wait and see. That's just how it crack with them. We know that. We all know that. I mean, we can win. We can win at least one. I feel like we should at least split with them this year, period. But, yeah, I feel like we beat Cleveland. I feel like we beat Atlanta, of course. We definitely beat Carolina. I feel like we get back on Pittsburgh this year, too. Sorry about that, Flaw, but yeah, I feel like we should get back on Pittsburgh this year.
We need that get back. We need that get back.
I need that. We can beat the Jags.
Beat Jacksonville.
Yes, we beat the Jags.
Yeah, we smacking Jacksonville. And then the Rams game, that's tough, but we will have some fans in that stadium too, though. So, that'll be a nice little battle there. You know what I mean? The Dolphin game, that one's gonna be tough, I think. You know what I mean? I would love to see us get that one, but I think we get the Saints. Baltimore's up in the air with me, you know that.
No.
Tampa Bay, I think we're more talented than Tampa Bay. Depends on when we're playing them. Are we playing them like early in the year where it's super hot and humid? You know what I'm saying? So it's like some of those things come into. You got to remember when we play these teams as well. You know what I mean? Are we playing Baltimore in November and December? Or are we playing them in October? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with like Cincinnati. Some of these teams these cold weather, cities. You know what I mean? So it kind of varies with that. But I feel like we got 10, 11 wins out of this. If we get off to a good start, it's always paramount we get off to a good start.
I
agree. That's what it is. I mean, Turf and I already spoke about how many wins we might see. I said 10, right? I said 10. I think 10 will be solid. Yeah, and 10 gets you in the dance. And
that's always the baseline mark.
Yeah, 10 gets you in the dance. That's 2 more wins than last year.
Yeah,
right? And you get 2 more wins than last year. Realistically, if we weren't bullshitting at the beginning of the year, we might have had them 2 more wins. So, no.
I said 12-5 last year, so I was.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, look, nobody could see, and that's the thing. That was the problem with that whole regime coming in and us expecting them to actually learn from their mistakes and move forward and actually build a team around, you know what I'm saying? The goddamn team, not your system and your bullshit. I'm sorry I had to say that. Y'all know Turf don't curse, but Jesus, it pained me to no end to watch this man just dismantle everything and just
that's why Belichick got a job. Nobody want to know more of that. That's why they didn't hire Belichick.
It was so bad, bro. It was that whole stripping our team of everything that it was ever, before he got there to enforce his rule and his law. It just goes to show you the type of person, I'm just glad it's over. I don't think he's ever going to learn. You would have thought he learned from Denver, but absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And last but not least,
Belichick not getting a job is a referendum on that.
Nah, but see, it was an aftermath of that, honestly. But because there was no success and Belichick wasn't doing anything. But last but not least, before we get out of here, Flawed, right? What do you feel about what you see here? Now, of course, the matchup between the Steelers and the Raiders.
Yeah. So based on my Google searching and researching that I've been able to do, so I'm going to go with 10 wins. This is just me coming in from this, not doing too much. But there's a couple of things that I researched when I saw the schedule. First, I was looking at how far these flights are going to have to be from Vegas to Miami, and then from Vegas to Tampa Bay, and then Vegas to Baltimore, because I think that travel does wear and tear. I think the Steelers one year when they were struggling, it was because they kept having to go to the West Coast. It was like they were coming home, and then next week it was off to somewhere, and then they had a Monday night game. I believe it was like in Carolina or something, and then the very next week they had to go somewhere far on a Saturday or Sunday night. So I think that sometimes how the schedule is structured and all the flights and back and forth you have to take impact a team. You don't necessarily lose because you're not the better team, but you lose because your body just, you can't do it like you're supposed to. So I have 10 wins. I think obviously the Chiefs is always going to be what the Chiefs is going to be. I always start with, if you split the division, let's just say you win 3, you lose 3, what does the rest of the schedule look like? I think the Falcons and Panthers and Saints are laughable at best, in my personal opinion. Rams, you said it might be difficult. Maybe. I think the Ravens will be tough because it will be in Baltimore and they historically just play really well at home. Same with the Dolphins. Bengals, if you get Joe Burrow, I'll take the Bengals. But if you don't get Joe Burrow, I'm not taking the Bengals. So again, like, you just never know what they have going on. Browns, because they're coming to Vegas, I'll take the Raiders. And then my Steelers, I'm going to be honest here, I don't fucking know what they got going on. So if it's like week 4 and it's like we just put in Fields and not Wilson, and again, if I say right now the Steelers are going to lose, guarantee you the Steelers will win. If I say the Steelers are going to win, guarantee you they will lose. So I just can't call it.
Go ahead and say they're going to win.
I know. Exactly. We'll take that. We love that. Y'all
I don't know what they got going on. So yeah, I would say at least 10 wins. That would be just, again, my quick, not knowing roster, all the stuff. I would definitely say 10 wins. I think that should be what should be expected. And then hopefully you get some scheduling breaks where they take care of you. You're not going, from
the bye week. Gotta get the bye week at a crucial time.
Not week 13 like last year. Last year we week 13 with a bye week. That's like, who does that?
Or you're not going from like Miami, but you're not going from Miami then to the Bengals, then home, then back to Florida. Like that's a lot. That's taxing.
But you know what, Flawed? I will say this, Flawed. And a lot of people make that argument, about the travel and I can kind of see it if you want to, way up there, maybe in Seattle, Washington, and you're flying over to New England and, some certain things like that. Yeah. But if you noticed also, good teams, they just go win wherever.
Well, that's it.
Right?
That's
good teams. They're just going to go win. You know what I mean? And it's like, sometimes I just feel like when you're a good team, none of that stuff matters. Yep. We're gonna come over here, kick your ass, win this game, and fly back home. So
the point.
That's where I want. That's where I want us to get to.
I was just gonna say that's what you want. That's the team you want.
Right.
I mean, we don't have that either. So I hear you. I mean,
right.
I mean, I feel like the Ravens are probably pretty close to that. I feel like they get up to play and they go kick a team's ass and they just go home and mind their business. And then everybody talks about Lamar Jackson, however they talk about him. And then it's like next week, they don't care, whatever. We're just going to win. And then we're going to go home.
That is a fact.
Great.
But coming up on the 2 hours and 30-minute mark, we appreciate everybody that is in here, man. We cracked the 100 mark. Damn near we cracked the 125 in a little bit, right?
Yeah, we're way up.
Yay! I'm just listen. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
of course.
And I'm glad that I didn't negatively impact any of your numbers or anything.
You definitely.
You've been great.
I even got you a super chat. So there you go.
Oh, actually.
Yeah. No, you absolutely did fabulous. Way better.
Can we get that Raider chant again one time?
Somebody paid for it the first time. So if somebody paid for it,
the bread was diminished.
Checking ain't cheap, man.
Man, hey.
But you know what? I gotta slide out, y'all.
Yeah.
I gotta go have a little biz. Man, Turf, I wanted to hit you up about that a Nunez fight, Neely fight, man. I gotta take a nap, bro. I gotta take a nap so I can get up at about 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning.
I'm right with you, bro. I'm going to set my alarm clock as well. I gotta watch that fight. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Man.
It'll be a knockout, but it's gonna be
no doubt. So man, look, I appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I get on here a lot more than I do, man. But Raider Nation, love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all next week.
Cheers, big bro.
Pops. Much love.
No doubt. Later, man. I'll get with y'all. Peace.
All right, his sign off was better than mine, but what can we do? Anyways, it was seriously nice talking just sports, football, all things. I appreciate conversation. I appreciate good conversation. Well, we need more of that. We need more good dialogue about our sports teams. So I appreciate it. So thank you for
tell the fans where they can find you. Tell the fans,
so my YouTube channel is really flawed. I talk a little bit about everything, just getting started. I will have a special guest of somebody that you might know on this panel, hopefully soon. We'll just talk about fandom and what fandom looks like. Tell me about your team. Give me more knowledge. I think it's really fun for me just to like have a brainchild of my own, just so I can have whatever topics I want to talk about on my channel. So you'll see UT stuff, Colorado stuff, NFL stuff, Steelers stuff, and then just anything that's on my brain. I dump it into a video. So that's kind of how I roll.
We love it.
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Us, man. You have a good night as well.
Too. Thank you. Raider
and last but not least, my guy, man. Raider
yes. Hey, bro, real talk, man. We be talking about you, been talking about you, man. I'm really glad you could just hop up, bro, because you know how life is, man. Life is life, and it be life, and you know, before you know it, you look up, and it was like, dang. So I appreciate you for being able to just jump on there like that with us, man.
Man, definitely a fan, man. I appreciate both of y'all, man. Like, I definitely appreciate the invite. It's always smooth too, man. Like, I love the takes. It always, you know, lets me look at things at a different perspective. But like, I love the show, man. Appreciate what you guys do. And man, yeah, let's get ready for this winning, man.
Where can we find you at, bro? Where can they find
you? Man,
let's get it out there.
Yeah, see Raider Nation Jason, JASIN. You know what I'm saying? Catch me on YouTube. And yeah, this won't be the last time, man. We're gonna come together. We got the
absolutely
schedule coming out, so we're gonna see where we're gonna be at. So we can come and blast the other squad and tell them how good we are. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir. Hey, everybody, please go like and subscribe. Go like Raider Nation.
Every Saturday, bro. He hits it on Saturday. So look, check it out, right? You know the syndicate gets you every day of the week, but Saturday we take a break. But really we don't, because our guy Jason is
Raider Nation Jason in the building. Fire
definitely, man. Definitely tap in with my guy, man. His show is fire. He just had something with Leo last week, so go watch the replay on that. That was fire, bro.
So appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, man, no problem, bro. Until then, man, hey, much love to you, brother. We're going to see you next time next week, man.
So,
man, so next week, man, you already know what time it is, Turf. Much love to you, right?
As
Jason
always.
held it down. We appreciate everybody that's in the comments, right? Once again, make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, right? Even though we didn't have everybody else, we still got them, regardless of
exactly. Go get them.
Down. Make sure y'all holding it down, right? Another Syndicate Sunday, but y'all have a good week coming up. We'll see y'all next weekend, man. Y'all have a good week.
Yes.